of NIL. Every deal drives results for business, opportunity for athletes, and pride for Sun Devil Nation. Want to grow your brand and invest in development? Join the movement and make your business part of the win. The Sun Angel Network. Create the advantage. Activate the Valley. Go Devils!
Hi, I'm Amber Udell, registered dietitian and assistant athletic director for Sun Devil Athletics Nutrition. This season, our Sun Devil teams are geared up for a winning year, and that takes more than practice. Fueling right is part of our game plan. The secret weapon? Dairy. Milk starts the day with energy. Greek yogurt or cottage cheese bring the protein. And after practice, chocolate milk. The perfect recovery. Carbs, protein, and hydration. That fourth quarter surge, dairy helped fuel that. Forks Up. Brought to you by Arizona Milk Producers. Proud partner fueling Sun Devil performance.
Sending or reading a text while driving takes your eyes off the road for an average of 5 seconds. At 55 miles per hour, that equates to driving the length of a football field with your eyes closed. People who text and drive are 23 times more likely to get into a car accident. Devils don't drive distracted. Forks and eyes up. This is a message from the Governor's Office of Highway Safety, a proud partner of Sun Devil Athletics.
This is where Arizona connects with the worldwide leader in sports. ESPN 620.
Touchdown, Sun Devils!
This is Sun Devil football on the Mountain America Credit Union Sun Devil Radio Network. Today's broadcast is presented by Arizona Ford Dealers, Gila River Resorts and Casinos, and Bar S Foods. Now let's head out to Mountain America Stadium in Tempe and join former ASU Rose Bowl MVP quarterback Jeff Van Raphorst and the voice of the Sun Devils, Tim Healy.
These two fierce rivals are about to meet for the 99th time on the gridiron, but only for the second time in the last 47 years, with each team having won at least 8 games on the season. It just adds a little more juice to a rivalry that doesn't really need any added juice. Tonight here in Tempe, the 20th ranked and defending Big 12 Conference champion Arizona State Sun Devils square off against the 25th ranked Arizona Wildcats, with ASU still having a remote chance of returning to the 2025 Big 12 title game next week. Good evening and happy Thanksgiving, everybody. I'm Tim Healy, along with my broadcast partner, former ASU quarterback Jeff Van Raphorst, welcoming you to our Sun Devil Radio Network broadcast of tonight's game, which will be played in front of a sellout crowd here at Mountain America Stadium's Frank Cush Field in Tempe. It hasn't happened often in the recent history of this rivalry, where both ASU and the U of A enter this game on the back end of outstanding seasons, but here we are in 2025. The Sun Devils and Wildcats each 8-3 overall, Jeff, and are combined 7-0 in the month of November.
Yeah, I mean, both teams have played really, really well, and it's set up kind of a fun game. I came down to Tempe a couple hours early and, started walking around, played a little cornhole, and I was throwing dimes. I mean, I could have been on the Joey hot dog.
That's got to be a good omen.
I airmailed him. I wouldn't even slide it. I was just putting it right in the hole. And luckily, Chuck Cecil wasn't around to grab the bag and run 108 yards.
Yeah, thankfully. Although ASU's Big 12 record is one game better than Arizona's, the Wildcats are actually a slight favorite in this game, the perception being that U of A has performed at a somewhat higher level in their 4 November wins than the Sun Devils have in their 3 wins this month. What do you think about that?
Yeah, I think they have. I think they've played very consistent, and they kind of remind me a little bit of what ASU did last year. Each week they got better and better and better, and defensively, I think that's really, Danny Gonzalez has made a big difference down there and what he does schematically. Remember, now he's a Rocky Long disciple out of San Diego State, so they're used to playing good defense primarily with a 3-man front, kind of a stand-up hybrid guy, but they come from all different angles, and it's not an easy defense to run, but they've done a really, really good job with it, and their leading tacklers or their safeties are getting picks out of the secondary. This is a defense that really is playing very, very well.
Yeah, they're ball hawks. They have a plus 12 turnover ratio on the year. They have taken the ball away from their opponents this season a total of 23 times, including 16 pass interceptions. As the noise you hear, the Sun Devils taking the field for this Territorial Cup rivalry game. it would appear that Arizona State's best chance to win tonight would hinge on the Devils' ability to run the football. ASU ranks 24th nationally in rushing offense, and coming off a game last week at Colorado in which the Devils ran it for 355 yards, including a 255-yard outburst by Rayleigh Brown. That's the third highest single-game rushing total in program history.
I mean, you kind of shake your head last week at just how effective Rayleigh was, and he was wired in. I remember I told you we were broadcasting in pregame, Rayleigh was walking around the parking lot in Boulder. It was about 45 in the morning.
Yeah.
He got his shorts on, and he's got no shirt on. And at 10 a.m., he was ready to go. And you know what? At 6 o'clock when it kicked off, he was equally ready to go, throwing up over 200 yards and playing very, very well. It's going to take that same kind of experience, right? It was a Scatteraboo kind of game, a Rayleigh Brown kind of game. I sure would like to see somebody cross the double century mark.
And speaking of which, the captains are heading to the center of the field for the coin flip. And Cam Scatteraboo is the Devils' honorary captain. Of course, Scat having a great rookie season for the New York Giants till he was injured about a month ago, out for the year. And he is out there on one of those scooters for his injured leg. And he is the Devils' honorary captain in tonight's game, as the coin flip will be officiated by our referee, Kevin Boitman.
You're the visitors. You'll call the toss. This is heads and tails. Heads and tails. What is your call? Tails. The call is tails.
Oh, it's tails.
It's tails. You've won the toss. Okay. Arizona's won the toss. We'll defer their option to the second half. You'll receive. Which way do you want to kick? Kick this way? Okay. To begin the game, Arizona State will receive. Good luck, everyone.
There you have it. The Sun Devils will receive. U of A winning the toss, electing to defer its option. With all that's at stake in this game, the rivalry foremost among that, the action should be hyper intense on the field tonight. And the dude with the best seat in the house is the third member of our broadcast crew, as we say good evening to sideline reporter Kevin Turner. KT?
I'll tell you what, the energy, the enthusiasm, the look on the players' faces, you can feel it. You can see it. You understand the magnitude of what this rivalry means. And you sprinkle in a little Cam Scatteraboo. This place is on fire. You called him honorary captain. He could be the honorary mayor and governor of this state at this point in time. It's going to be a lot of fun. For all the numerologists, it doesn't mean a hill of beans in this game, guys. This is all about emotion, energy, and passion. Let's get this one underway.
Indeed, Scat is making his way along that south end zone, and he is leading the cheers for the student section, which is jam-packed. This stadium is jam-packed for this 99th renewal of the Duel in the Desert for the oldest rivalry game trophy in American college football, the Territorial Cup. The Sun Devils winning the toss, and U of A won the toss but elected to defer, so Arizona will kick off. Jaron Hamilton is back deep for ASU, awaiting the kick of Ian Wagner, who has been terrific on kickoffs this year for the U of A. 92% of his kickoffs have gone for touchbacks, 57 of 62. The Sun Devils wearing their great classic home uniforms. Gold helmets with Sparky on the side, maroon jerseys with the gold letters and numbers, and gold pants. And the Wildcats are in their traditional road uniforms, white helmets with the block A on either side, white jerseys with navy blue numbers, and navy blue pants.
I'll tell you what,
traditional looks for both teams.
I got recruited here many decades ago, and it was this look that I came from. Not only the colors on the field, it was the look of the stands where they were sold out. When I came here to get recruited, it was packed every week, and we're back to that. Love to see the atmosphere at Frank Cush Field.
It is electric here tonight as Wagner approaches the ball, and another touchback forthcoming as he boots it out of the end zone on the fly. The senior from Sierra Vista, Arizona, with now his 58th touchback of the season. The Sun Devils will go left to right across your dial, attacking the south end zone in period number 1. Jeff Sims will lead them on the field. Sims, a two-time Big 12 Offensive Player of the Week this month. He has thrown for 772 yards, 7 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, and is the Sun Devils' second leading rusher on the year with 423 yards. And Rayleigh Brown, one of only 2,000-yard backs in the Big 12 this season, is the setback. on 1st and 10 from the Arizona State 25-yard line. On the first play, a play-action fake, a throw to the near side. The ball is caught by Jordan Tyson, but he is wrestled out of bounds immediately by Arizona cornerback Michael Dansby. The pickup is a 5-yard gain to the 30-yard line of ASU.
Nice call by Marcus Arroyo. Number one is a quick, easy throw to get Sim in the game. Number two, the safeties for the Wildcats, they were at 7 yards. Everybody was loading the box up, trying to take away the run by Rayleigh Brown.
3 receivers split to the left side on 2nd down and 5. And Rayleigh will get his first carry of the night, and he picks up a couple. He is short of the first down. Max Harris, a linebacker, in on the stop after a gain of 3 for Rayleigh. Max Harris, a transfer from Texas State. And we'll set up a 3rd down and 2. And, of course, Arizona State has been prone to get off to slow starts. It has been a long time, since September, that the ASU Sun Devils scored a touchdown in the first quarter of any game. 3rd and 2 from the 33. 2 receivers split to either side. Shimon Mateer goes in motion. The give to Rayleigh Brown. He tries to get to the outside, leaps over a defender, but is bumped out of bounds, short of the first down, short by about a half yard. As big defensive tackle Deshaun McKnight kind of forced Brown to the sideline. Rayleigh able to leap over a defender, but is a yard short of the first down. It's 4th and 1, and it looks like ASU is going to go for it. The Sun Devils on the year are 19 of 31 on 4th down conversions, 7th in the Big 12.
You got to think a quarterback sneak with Jeff Sims would serve you well right here.
They're overloaded to the left side. They toss it to the left side, but just as they do, it looks like Kenny Dillingham and Arizona State call timeout.
Timeout. Arizona State, their first of the half.
So just as that ball was snapped,
it will be 30 seconds.
Sims with a toss to Rayleigh Brown heading to the left side. They had overloaded the left side, I think, with an extra offensive lineman. And Coach Dillingham appears to be very agitated on the sideline, and now they have elected to send in the punting unit. And Canyon Floyd will be that man for ASU. Luke Wysong, a U of A receiver, is back deep at his 25-yard line, awaiting the kick of Canyon Floyd, who over the last 2 games has averaged 49 yards per punt. Drives this one downfield. Wysong with a fair catch at the 30-yard line. A 36-yard punt with no return. And ASU held to 3 and out on its first offensive possession. And now the Arizona offense takes the field for the first time tonight. Their quarterback, Noah Fafita, the all-time U of A record holder with 69 career touchdown passes. He is 3rd in the Big 12 this year with just under 2,700 passing yards, 25 touchdowns, and only 5 interceptions. Former Texas State running back Ismail Mahdi is the running back for the U of A. Mahdi, their leading rusher. He's averaging almost 7 yards per carry. First play will be an empty formation from the 30-yard line of Arizona, 1st and 10. Fafita out of the shotgun, gets the snap, wants to throw, delivers to the far side of the field, and that pass is incomplete off the fingertips of U of A's leading receiver on the year, Chris Hudson, a former Oregon Duck and Washington State Cougar. Javen Robinson was the cornerback in coverage for the Sun Devils.
Yeah, ASU all season long has done a great job in coverage, and you look at some of the numbers for Fafita. He's only 3 out of 18 when he goes deep up to the right side. Now he's 3 out of 19.
2nd down and 10 from the 30. Mahdi in the backfield. He gets the handoff, and he is tackled after a short gain. A nice defensive play there by Elijah O'Neal. Elijah O'Neal on the tackle. Boy, those 8s and those 9s are hard to differentiate on the Sun Devil uniforms.
And they are sometimes. I don't know how you get them.
And it's 3rd down and 8 from the 32. Mahdi remains the setback. He's lined up now, motions out of the backfield and motions back into the backfield. Fafita changing the play, perhaps.
I just want to see if it was man or zone. Sun Devils got Keyshawn Elliott and Crooks in an A-gap blitz.
Devils seldom blitz. Will they bring him here? Here comes the pressure. Fafita's pass to the far side, caught by Hudson. And Hudson heads down the far sideline, slips and falls, but he has a first down in Arizona State territory at the 44-yard line of the Sun Devils.
comeback route to the right side. All-out blitz. Credit the Wildcats for picking it up. Hudson's lined up just inside the numbers. He goes down about 13 yards, comes back to the sidelines. Great throw by Fafita towards the sideline.
24-yard gain. On first down, they hand the ball to Mahdi. And the tackle made by Keyshawn Elliott after a gain of 2 yards on the play. Big third down conversion there by Arizona. Second down. The Cats will send 3 receivers, including their tight end Sam Olsen, to the left of the formation. 1 receiver split right. On second down, Fafita will design run, looking for room, and he's dragged down immediately by Jordan Crook after a gain of 1 to the 41-yard line, setting up a 3rd down and 7.
Now, the Arizona took their big tight end that time, Olsen. Broadman motion left to right, and he becomes the lead blocker for the quarterback, so it's a one-man run game with a lead block.
Hudson split wide to the right side. 3 receivers, Trey Spivey, Gio Richardson, Luke Wysong, flanked to the left. On 3rd down and 7. Kedrick Racino is in at running back for Arizona as Fafita looks to throw, gets the pass off, and it's complete. And it's a 1st down as curling inside the 30-yard line is Gio Richardson. He's going to be gang tackled at the 29. It'll be a 12-yard gain and Arizona 1st down.
Sun Devils showed blitz that time, brought 4. The 2 backers dropped off. And again, a lot of passes to the right side. Just a little curl route. A curl route on the outside, a little kind of a pivot route by the slot receiver. He went out to the sidelines, came back in, and got the catch.
So far on this drive, the Wildcats have done nothing on 1st down, nothing on 2nd down, and have gotten the money down right, converting on 3rd down twice. 1st and 10 from the ASU 29-yard line. Fafita keeps off the play fake, and he gets forward and picks up a couple of yards. He gets tripped up on the play, and it was Boogie Wilson, the safety, coming up from the secondary to knock Fafita off of his feet. And the gain is to the 25-yard line, a pickup of 4.
Yeah, Chris Hudson, the wide receiver on that side, tried to get over and block Boogie Wilson. It was a quarterback keep around the right side. They faked to give up the middle. Safety had to come up and make the tackle on the quarterback.
2nd down and 6. Ricino remains the running back. Fafita off play action. A little swing pass to Trey Spivey on the near side. Spivey weaving his way through traffic. Gets the ball down to around the 22-yard line. A pickup of 3. Boogie Wilson again in on the stop for Arizona State. And so it'll be a 3rd down. Call it 3rd and a long 3 for the Wildcats.
Yeah, you're probably in 2 territory down here if you're the Wildcats.
No question.
Keyshawn Elliott did a nice job on that swing pass to the left side. Keyshawn got in front of the ball carrier, forced him back into the inside. Boogie Wilson made the play.
Hudson and Richardson split to the far side of the field. Trey Spivey split to the right. And there are 2 backs in the backfield, Ricino and Portland State transfer Quincy Craig on 3rd down. As Fafita wants to throw, here comes the pressure. The pass out of the backfield is caught by Craig in the far flat, and he has a 1st down, tackled by Keyshawn Elliott at the 18-yard line, 1 yard past the line to gain. The third down conversion on this opening drive for Arizona.
Sun Devils brought a blitz out of the secondary. Back goes out on an out route. Oh, I thought it initially got tipped, but good coverage by Keyshawn Elliott, just unable to stop the running back on the out route before the 1st down.
Elijah O'Neal exits the lineup for Arizona State. 1st and 10. U of A on the move at the ASU 18-yard line. Fafita off play action, drops back, looks left, nothing there, throws right, has his man, it's complete, but a very short gain. The pass caught by the running back, Kedrick Ricino, and he was forced out of bounds on the play by Jordan Crook. Out at the 18-yard line, so no gain on the play. And that time there was some pressure coming in the face of Fafita.
Yeah, it kind of felt like they collapsed the pocket from all different angles around him. They shrunk it collectively together, and that's what you need to do with Fafita. Keep him inside where he can't see. He's not a real tall quarterback.
On 2nd down, off the play action, the quick throw near side to Gio Richardson. Richardson inside the 15-yard line, thrown down by Keith Abney near the 10-yard line. It'll set up another 3rd and short. Gio Richardson, a product of Basha High School in Chandler. 3rd down and 2. Arizona is 3 for 3 on 3rd down on this opening drive. Their opening drive of the game after the Sun Devils went 3 and out.
Martell Hughes is coming in to play a couple of reps. He's going to give Keyshawn Elliott a break. One thing about Martell is he gets his hands on the ball. He's very active as a linebacker.
Let's see what Arizona does on 3rd and 2. Fafita, delayed handoff, he'll run with the football, and he gets the 1st down. The 4th consecutive 3rd down conversion for Arizona on this drive. He's tackled by Boogie Wilson at the 7-yard line, but it's 1st and goal.
Got a wholesale substitutions, bringing Crooks they're bringing Elliott back in, and they're bringing Romney in at linebacker, so they're kind of trying to flop their defensive line and their linebackers to keep them fresh.
This is the 13th play of this Arizona drive. 1st and goal from the 7. Fafita hands it to Craig. Quincy Craig is stacked up near the line of scrimmage. Leading the charge, Jacob Rich-Kangaika is the ball out, and the Sun Devils have forced a fumble, and they've recovered.
The ruling in the field is a fumble recovered by the defense.
Javen Robinson,
1st down, Arizona State.
Sun Devil cornerback, has come up with the loose football. Quincy Craig was stacked up for no gain. It looked like Jacob Rich-Kangaika, the former Arizona Wildcat, led the surge, and the ball popped out, and Javen Robinson came up with it, diving on the turf to cover up the loose football. So the Sun Devils have taken possession, forcing an Arizona fumble as the Cats, off an impressive drive, stymied on their first possession. Timeout, no score here on the Sun Devil Radio Network.
Check it out. At Gila River Resorts and Casinos, no one does it better. So, make a splash. Taste all the flavors. Pop in bottles all night long. And shake it till you break it. However you do you. No one lets you take it to a legendary status like we do. Gila River Resorts and Casinos. You do you.
Business owners with fleet vehicles need a tax write-off before 2025 ends? The Section 179 accelerated depreciation deduction allows you to write off the full purchase price of qualifying vehicles, over $1 million in 2025. And there's never been a better time. The Commercial Truck Super Sale is live at Tim Hovic's Santan Ford. Every Super Duty, Transit, Chassis Cab, and Specialty Upfit is priced to move now. Upgrade your business. Cut your tax bill. Only at Tim Hovic's Santan Ford. Restrictions may apply. See dealer for details.
ASU Sun Devils choose Smile Medical Imaging to take the very best care of our student athletes. To stay in the game and deliver your best, it really does matter what you choose. Make the right choice, then let your game speak for itself. Sun Devils choose to be champions on and off the football field. We choose to be leaders that serve our communities. We choose bright futures. We choose excellence. From X-rays to MRIs, learn more at esmil.com. Go where the Sun Devils go. Choose Smile Medical Imaging.
Sun Devil Football, Arizona Sports, the local sports leader.
This is the 99th Territorial Cup. It's really an Arizona tradition up and down the state. So are my friends at Saba's Western Wear in downtown Chandler. Think about these numbers now. Since 1927, Saba has committed to excellent service in a wide variety of the biggest boot brands, Western Wear, and the new craze that's going on, hats. Get your hats, bring them in. They have a full-service hat bar where you can custom brand your hat for that unique Christmas present. Forget the large chain. Forget the big bulk stores. Support Davey Saba like they've been supporting Arizona for the last 98 years. Territorial Cup 98, Territorial Cup 99, Saba's 98. They're down by 1. 67 Boston Street, downtown Chandler.
Well, the good news, the Sun Devils get a takeaway on the fumble recovered by Javen Robinson. The bad news is that was an awfully impressive Arizona drive, 4 for 4 on third down conversions. But the Devils come up with the football at the end and will take over at their 8-yard line. Cameron Harpole in the backfield. Here's a run by Jeff Sims, and Sims is only able to pick up about 2 yards on the play. He gets to the 10 before linebacker Trey Brown tackles him. Brown, another local product. Arizona has quite a few high school stars from the Phoenix area. Trey Brown, formerly of Hamilton High School in Chandler.
Yeah, they got two, right? Genesis Smith is the other one that's from Hamilton, and they've got a lot of guys there. They're playing kind of man on the outside, forcing Jeff Sims to throw it. They're trying to take away the run game.
2 receivers to either side on 2nd and 8. Rayleigh Brown gets the handoff. There was an opening up the middle briefly, but it closed rather quickly. And the two fellows we just mentioned, Trey Brown and Genesis Smith, teamed up on the tackle after Rayleigh got the ball out to the 13-yard line. He picks up 3. It'll set up 3rd down and 5.
You know, the way that Genesis Smith plays, he's kind of that hybrid linebacker safety, kind of inverts down in the box. You would think this is a passing down for ASU.
2 receivers to either side on 3rd down and 5. And it will be a throw for Sims. The quick slant, the ball's tipped at the line of scrimmage, and it was tipped by linebacker Riley Wilson. And it's incomplete, and for the 2nd straight possession, the Devils go 3 and out.
Try the slant route to the right side, and you know, Jeff Sims, pretty good size. I mean, he's 6'4". Pretty good job by the defense. If you can't get home on a pass rush, when the quarterback stops their feet, you stop yours, get vertical, get your hands up. They deflected that one.
And now the Sun Devils with a rather bizarre formation here, but they punt it anyway as Canyon Floyd. It's not a great kick, a line drive kick fielded on the hop by Wysong, and Luke Wysong is going to get into ASU territory, finally bumped out of bounds near the 45-yard line of Arizona State. They're going to mark him out, I believe, at the 48 of ASU. And Arizona will take over in great field position. The punt ended up going 40 yards, but Wysong with a return of about 8 on the play. And Arizona will regain possession in ASU territory when we return in a minute. Our score, Arizona nothing, Arizona State nothing, here on the Mountain America Credit Union Sun Devil Radio Network.
All right. It's a beautiful day for football here at the stadium, and we're just about ready for kickoff. Score 0-0. And suddenly, I'm in the mood for a Coke Zero Sugar. Real Coke taste, zero sugar. Now that's a winning combo. Yeah, crisp, refreshing. That hits the spot. When it comes to great taste, Coke Zero Sugar's always on the scoreboard. Coke Zero Sugar. Real Coke taste, zero sugar.
Check it out. At Gila River Resorts and Casinos, no one does it better. So, make a splash. Taste all the flavors. Pop in bottles all night long. And shake it till you break it. However you do you. No one lets you take it to a legendary status like we do. Gila River Resorts and Casinos. You do you.
Tailgates in Tempe just got cooler. Topo Chico Hard Seltzer is the official hard seltzer of Sun Devil Athletics. Whether you're repping the maroon and gold or just here for the vibes, crack open that crisp, bold flavor that hits different in the desert. Crisp, refreshing, always game day ready. So before you hit the lot, swing by your local store and grab a pack of Topo Chico Hard Seltzer. Forks up, Devils. 2025 Topo Chico Hard Seltzer. 21 plus only. Celebrate responsibly.
Sun Devil Football, ESPN 620 AM.
Gila River Resorts and Casinos proudly supports the Sun Devils and is Arizona's official sports headquarters, where you'll never miss a moment of the action. No score. We have about a little under 5 minutes to go in the first quarter. ASU has had 2 possessions and has yet to pick up a first down. Arizona, on its only possession, an impressive drive downfield, converting all 4 of their third down opportunities, but the Wildcats fumbled the ball away inside the ASU 10-yard line. Javen Robinson recovering the fumble. Arizona now begins its second possession in great field position at the Sun Devil 48-yard line.
Kind of has that same feel at Colorado. We kept talking about starting field position last week.
Yeah. Chris Hunter is in the game at a wide receiver spot. Cameron Barmore in at a tight end for Arizona as Fafita rolling to his right on first down, sets up, throws to the far side of the field. The ball is caught by Hudson, and he's got a first down, pushed out of bounds by Javen Robinson at the 33-yard line after a 15-yard gain.
Really nice job of shifting the pocket by the Wildcats. They pinned the defensive end with a double team, allowed Fafita to roll to the right, comeback route on the far side to Hudson.
First down and 10. Handoff to Kedrick Risino off right tackle, and Risino with good yardage gets down to the 27. A pickup of 6 on the play. The tackle made by Justin Watley, Sun Devil defensive lineman who has had a terrific season.
You know, he really has, and he's been asked to do a lot. Inside, outside, and 26. He's got 25 tackles on the year, so I really like what he's been able to do.
Second down and 4 from the 27-yard line. Fafita again gives to Risino, and Risino is dropped just short of the first down at the 24-yard line. CJ Fight gets up off the bottom of that pile. Jordan Crook was also in on the play. It'll set up a third down and 1 for Arizona.
Yeah, Sun Devils got to be careful in the secondary. You know, a lot of shoulder tackles, big hits. Game like this, you got to wrap up. Make sure you grab cloth, get feet, take him to the ground. I just keep thinking of that Kevin Galbraith run years ago where ran into the pile, kept his energy, took it the distance, and won the game.
Chris Hunter splits wide to the left side. Chris Hudson ride to the right. On third and a yard. Fafita will give it to Risino, and Risino, I don't think, has got it. He's stacked up short. First to come in there was Ghost Rouser to make the stop at the 24-yard line. No gain. It'll be 4th and 1, and you would have to figure that Arizona will go for it here. On fourth down this year, the Wildcats are 64%, 16 of 25. They were 2 for 2 on fourth down in their win over Baylor last week in Tucson.
Yeah, it looks like Kengaika's going to an odd front, meaning he's going to sit right over the top of the center to Cambria.
4th and a yard. Chris Hunter in motion. 2 backs in the backfield with Fafita. He'll give it to Craig, and Craig's got the first down as he explodes off right tackle and gets 5 yards down to the 19 before he gets dropped on the play by Jordan Crook.
Sun Devils went they started out like an odd front, shifted to an even front, meaning nobody over the center. Right guard center had good movement on Kengaika. They picked up 3 yards right up the gut on the right side.
So Arizona is now 4 out of 5 on third down and 1 for 1 on fourth down. First and 10 from the 19. Fafita back to pass. Gets the pass off quickly. Far side of the end zone, incomplete. He was trying to hit Chris Hudson. Javen Robinson was in coverage, and the ball was thrown a little high near the far pylon and went through the hands of Hudson, incomplete.
Yeah, Hudson's not a big receiver, 5'11". The ball was thrown up high, trying to high point him on a 9 route. Good coverage by Robinson right there. Robinson elected not to get his head around. He was trying to play the hands as he saw the hands of the receiver go up. Then he went into the body and knocked the ball away as well.
Second and 10 from the ASU 19-yard line. No score, but Arizona threatening once again. Fafita gives the ball to Risino, and Risino gets tripped up and stumbles forward, picking up just 1 yard on the play. Prince Dorba was in on the play along with safety Montana Warren. It'll be third down and 9. Again, Arizona has been money on third down tonight, 4 out of 5 already.
Yeah, that time the Cats pulled 2 players off the right side. They pulled the right guard and the tight end, Olsen and Dost, and tried to run a power scheme that Sun Devils snuffed out.
Trips right as Fafita under pressure, in trouble, gets the pass off to Craig, and Craig is going to be dropped for a huge loss by Montana Warren. All the way back to the 27-yard line, a loss of 9 yards.
You know, that was blown up right from the beginning. Fafita's not expecting the ball. He looks out at the wide receivers. The ball snapped. It hits Fafita. Then he scrambles away from Dorba, throws the ball out to the right. Now, think about
laterally.
This. That's what I was going to say. Had it been an incomplete pass, that would have been a live ball. So it's a good thing the Cats caught it right there because that could have been even more yards.
Michael Salgado Medina is Arizona's kicker. He will attempt a 45-yard field goal.
He's 3 of 8 beyond 40, Tim.
Here's this kick. It's on the way, and the kick is no good. He missed it.
3 of 9. He's 3 of 9.
So Arizona has driven the ball impressively. They've been money on 3rd and 4th down conversions, but they have a fumble inside the 10-yard line, which they lost, and now they miss on a 4. Arizona nothing. This is the Mountain America Credit Union Sun Devil Radio Network.
Everyone needs a checking account, so get the one with built-in benefits to complement your unique lifestyle. Mountain America's My Style Checking has perks no one can pass up. You'll enjoy sizzling restaurant deals, peace of mind mobile phone protection, timely telehealth access, built-in identity protection, and clutch loan rate discounts. Make My Style your lifestyle at Mountain America Credit Union. Visit macu.com/mystyle. Insured by NCAA. Membership required based on eligibility. Some benefits require no cost registration or activation. Terms, conditions, and exclusions apply.
Hi, Jan from Toyota here to let you know that Toyotathon is on. And what better way to get in the spirit of the season than with a new Toyota, like RAV4, Grand Highlander, and Corolla Cross. But to really get in the spirit, let's sing about it. So without further ado, driving through the snow in a new RAV4, hooray! To the slopes we go in a Highlander for a ski day. A Camry to get hot cocoa, tubing with a Tundra makes the kids go loco. Oh, what fun it is to make holiday wishes come true. Toyotathon, Toyotathon, Toyotathon is on. Oh, what fun it is to drive a new Toyota today. Hey! Presto, a new holiday classic. All right, let's sing it again.
Dealer inventory may vary. Current offers on these vehicles end December 1st. Offers are subject to change throughout Toyotathon, which ends on January 5th. See your participating Toyota dealer for details.
Have you guys tried these holiday cookies? They're so good.
Toyota, let's go places.
10-yard line, and their second drive ends on a missed 45-yard field goal attempt after a 3rd down and short play ended up in a 9-yard loss.
Yeah, so you take a look at those 2 drives. They've had 2 drives, 21 plays, 11 minutes, 19 seconds. Sun Devils have had 2 drives, 6 plays, 3 minutes, 11 seconds. Defense has done great, but sorry, guys, you only have so many snaps in your body. That offense doesn't get going and give them a break. It'll be a long night for ASU.
And this sad trend has continued. Arizona State, boy, it's too bad they can't make an arrangement where the Devils show up at the field and the game starts maybe in the 2nd or 3rd quarter. The Sun Devils have just been unable to get anything generated offensively in the first period of games. I think it's been since the first month of the season, September, the last time that ASU scored a touchdown in the first quarter of any game. And they've only got 30 seconds to make hay offensively in this first period, taking over after the missed field goal at their 27-yard line. 1st down and 10 as Jeff Sims hands the ball to Rayleigh Brown, but Brown is brought down after no gain, as coming up from the secondary was cornerback Aiden Garnes, a transfer from West Virginia, to make the stop. They're going to give Brown a yard to the 28, and that may be the final play of the first quarter. We'll see. They may get a ball snapped here with 7 seconds, 6 seconds. ASU is lining up.
No, you want to line up. You don't want to run it. You just want to see how they're going to line up.
And that's exactly what's going to happen. The Sun Devils have 4 receivers deployed to the right of the formation on this would-be snap, but the clock runs out before the ball is snapped, and the first period has come to an end. At first period, dominated by Arizona. They've outgained ASU 83 yards to 15, but after one period of play, we're still scoreless. The Sun Devils nothing, and the Wildcats nothing. We'll be back with the second quarter of tonight's 99th Duel in the Desert after these messages on the Mountain America Credit Union Sun Devil Radio Network.
The Arizona Lottery is proud to support higher education across the state through ticket sales. including programs that support Arizona's public universities in partnership with organizations like Los Diablos. The Arizona Lottery is helping students achieve their dreams through academic scholarship, community services, and mentoring. When you play, Arizona wins.
If you don't have gas in your home, but something doesn't smell good. Ew, what's that smell? If it smells like rotten eggs, there could be a leak in your neighborhood. Now what do I do? If you suspect a leak, move fast, call 911 and Southwest Gas. From a safe location. But I don't have natural gas in my home. Gas lines are buried all around, so even if you don't have gas, I know, call 911 and Southwest Gas.
You like saving money, right? We all do. That's why Allstate just lowered the price of car insurance. Not, but wait, there's a catch. Lower. Actually lower. So if you're shopping around or just want to see how much you could save, check Allstate first for a new lower auto rate that could save you hundreds. You're in good hands with Allstate. Not available in every state. Only applicable for new auto insurance business. Rates will vary by several factors, including how you purchase the policy. Potential savings vary. Allstate North American Insurance Company and Affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
Sun Devil Football, ESPN 620 AM.
Start of the second quarter here at Mountain America Stadium. No score after one period of play in the rivalry game between Arizona State and the University of Arizona. Both teams ranked in the college football playoff rankings. The Sun Devils number 20, the Wildcats number 25. ASU still with a microscopic chance to make a trip back to Arlington next weekend for the Big 12 title game. But for that to happen, the Devils must beat the U of A tonight, and then I think it is that they have to have both BYU and Texas Tech lose their games tomorrow, and both teams are heavy favorites, although Texas Tech is playing on the road at an improving West Virginia team, and BYU will be home to host a struggling UCF squad in Provo tomorrow. But nonetheless, for the Sun Devils to be in it for the Big 12 title game return on the final weekend of play with all the injuries they've had this year, most notably those to Sam Levitt and Jordan Tyson, pretty remarkable.
Yeah, they've had a really rough go. And, it started early. I think the Ben Coleman loss, was as big as any.
And what was really cool tonight, Rapper? They introduced all the Sun Devil seniors before the game, and my goodness, it was just about every important player on this team. But Ben Coleman came out in his uniform in number 62. That was really cool to see.
He's just such an impressive individual, and it'll be interesting to see what he does. Hopefully he gets a shot to play in the league with that torn bicep that he had. And Sun Devils had a ton of players, right? They had 16 returning players that had played 6 games or more. Over 23 were players in the final year of eligibility. So it's going to be interesting to see how they replace those guys, but they've got to finish this off here tonight.
Yeah, first things first, this game, but that is going to be quite a rough in the offseason for sure. Second period begins with the Devils having the ball at their 28-yard line, 2nd down and 9. A pistol look with Rayleigh Brown lined up behind Jeff Sims off play action. Sims fires over the middle. That pass incomplete, nowhere near the intended receiver, Jordan Tyson, who looked like he was coming open on a slant past the 40-yard line.
Yeah, that was either somehow that ball got thrown way too quick, because it looked like Tyson went down about 10 or 12 yards and came on a dig route. Mateer was lined up to the right. He came in motion to the left to help pass protect on that. Timing way off on that incomplete pass.
And keep in mind, Sims and Tyson have not had a lot of on-field time together this season. A big 3rd down and 9. Sims wants to throw, flushed out of the pocket. The throw to the right side, and that might be intercepted. And it is picked off. Picked off by cornerback Richard Dansby. Michael Dansby, and that is his first interception of the season. A one-time player at San Jose State. And that is the 17th interception by the Arizona defense this year.
We need to look at that one. Arizona. It's a comeback route to the right side. Sims gets flushed to the right, but he's rolling away from the line of scrimmage, throwing off his back foot wide late to the right side. Dansby lays out, and they're going to take a look and see if that ball was trapped or rolled. Hopefully something happened here, but as it is, if it holds up, Cats are going to have the ball at the Sun Devil 37-yard line, and the defense is going to be asked again. That's 2 3-and-out, now a 2-and-out.
And apparently that interception is going to stand because we're getting ready to return to action here. Arizona with the takeaway. So each team has turned the ball over once early in this game. On first down, off play action, Fafita throws in the near flat, and the ball's dropped by tight end Sam Olsen. Olsen on a crossing route was in the near flat. Fafita with the short pass, and Olsen just couldn't latch on.
Yeah, Olsen, he goes in motion from left to right. You think he's going to wham block on the outside. They fake to give up the middle. They run the quick out route, and ball had to be thrown underneath one of the defenders a little bit low.
Empty look here for Fafita. 3 receivers bunched to the left side, 2 split wide to the right. Fafita looks right, now has to throw it into the dirt, incomplete, as he was getting pressure from Prince Dorba. An incompleted pass sets up another third down for the U of A.
Yeah, they tried a screen into the boundary, trips formation into the boundary. They rolled to the right, tried a backside screen. Blazin Lono Wong saw the screen happen, and he floated out there, forced the incomplete pass.
So it's 3rd and 10. Arizona 4 out of 6 on third down.
Tim, you got blitz coming, and now they back out to a 2-deep shell.
Olsen, the tight end, in motion. Fafita drops back, being chased out of the pocket, rolling to his right. He's going to try to run. Now he throws the ball downfield. It's incomplete. Boy, for a minute I thought Fafita might have been able to make some hay running the football, but threw it on the run and threw it out of bounds. So it'll set up a 4th down and 10. And what will Brent Brennan do here? His place kicker, Michael Salgado Medina, has already missed a field goal attempt from 45 yards, and it looks like he's going to bring on his punter.
Hey, Tim, what is the stat for turnovers? That's 7 turnovers now and 9 points?
That last week it was 4 turnovers by the Sun Devils. They only allowed 3 points. And here on their first turnover of this game, the defense holds the Cats without points. Isaac Lovison, who averages just over 42 yards a punt, is going to try to pin him deep.
Delay of game.
There's a delay of game penalty.
5-yard penalty. Still 4th down.
I think the Wildcats did that on purpose to give Lovison a little more field to work with to try to pin him deep. Zachariah Sample, the true second-year redshirt freshman receiver, has been the punt returner this last month and has done a solid job in that regard. He is averaging almost just over 9 yards on 11 punt returns.
Yeah, in this game, though, it's not about getting big yards. It's keeping control of the football.
Catching the ball. Lovison gets off a high end-over-end kick. Sample with a fair catch signal makes the fair catch at the 10-yard line. A 32-yard punt with no return. And boy, it just seems like in so many games of late, Arizona State has just been losing the battle of field position early on. And here the Devils will begin their 3rd possession of this game at their own 10-yard line. Timeout on the field, 14:26 left in the first half. ASU nothing, Arizona nothing here on the Mountain America Credit Union Sun Devil Radio Network.
Everyone needs a checking account, so get the one with built-in benefits to complement your unique lifestyle. Mountain America's My Style Checking has perks no one can pass up. You'll enjoy sizzling restaurant deals, peace of mind mobile phone protection, timely telehealth access, built-in identity protection, and clutch loan rate discounts. Make My Style your lifestyle at Mountain America Credit Union. Visit macu.com/mystyle. Insured by NCAA. Membership required based on eligibility. Some benefits require no cost registration or activation. Terms, conditions, and exclusions apply.
Dan Bickley, Vince Marotta, Bickley and Marotta Mornings.
I love this show. This is the greatest show in the history of radio.
Right. Ron Wolfley, Luke Lipinski, Wolf and Luke Middays.
Don't waste all your best material this early in the show.
Boom!
Because I want people to keep listening.
Dave Burns, John Gambadoro, Burns and Gambo Afternoons.
Are you ready for this?
All right, let's go.
Arizona Sports is the local sports leader and the only place you can watch, read, and listen to Arizona's biggest sports personalities on 98.7 and the Arizona Sports app.
It's the Kia Season of New Traditions sales event. So don't just hang your own lights. Venture out and look for the northern lights. Drink cocoa on the beach. Or be a drive-by karaoke caroler. Because every new Kia comes with a 10-year, 100,000-mile limited powertrain warranty. so you can take holidays to places they've never been. See your local Kia dealer or visit kia.com to learn more. Kia, movement that inspires.
See Kia dealer for warranty details. Event ends 12/1/25.
Sun Devil Football, ESPN 620 AM.
No score. The Sun Devils about to take over at their 10-yard line after the U of A punt. 14:26 left to go till halftime. And haven't heard much from our buddy Kevin Turner down on the sideline. Let's check in with KT right now.
Yeah, it's been going back and forth here. Kenny Dillingham this week talked about the word response. And Arizona State did a great job last week. Off the 4 turnovers that Arizona State burped up, the defense only surrendered 3 points. On the year, there's been 14 turnovers, and the ASU defense has only surrendered 9 points. So the question right now is response, and how will this Sun Devil offense respond to the opportunity presented herewith?
The Devils with 4 receivers on the left side of the formation. Jeff Sims rolls to his left, sets up, throws over the middle, caught by Jordan Tyson out past the 25-yard line, and that'll be the first down of the game for ASU. Tyson tackled at the 27.
Injury timeout.
After a gain of 17 yards, and now Tyson is shaken up. Tyson was grabbing his hamstring, and that was the injury that sidelined him for 3 games, injured in the Texas Tech victory on October 18th. And Jordan did not play in the next 3 games, returned to the lineup last week at Colorado.
He also had an injury last year at U of A.
And we're going to get a timeout here as Tyson exits the lineup. For the time being, we'll have to see how that unfolds. But Tyson, after making that 17-yard reception, came up grabbing the hamstring. And boy, oh boy, let's hope it's nothing serious. We'll check it out and get you the details when we come back. Ball at the 27-yard line of ASU. No score. Timeout here on the Sun Devil Radio Network.
The Arizona Lottery is proud to support higher education across the state through ticket sales, including programs that support Arizona's public universities in partnership with organizations like Los Diablos. The Arizona Lottery is helping students achieve their dreams through academic scholarship, community services, and mentoring. When you play, Arizona wins.
Coors Light presents To Chill or Not to Chill. When your friend skips your favorite song on the playlist. End the friendship. Or choose chill because that song lives rent-free in your head anyway. And you planned ahead by bringing Coors Light to the party. And the sound of that ice-cold can cracking open was music to your ears already. Coors Light. Choose chill. Celebrate responsibly. 2024 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado.
Everyone needs a checking account, so get the one with built-in benefits to complement your unique lifestyle. Mountain America's My Style Checking has perks no one can pass up. You'll enjoy sizzling restaurant deals, peace of mind mobile phone protection, timely telehealth access, built-in identity protection, and clutch loan rate discounts. Make My Style your lifestyle at Mountain America Credit Union. Visit macu.com/mystyle. Insured by NCAA. Membership required based on eligibility. Some benefits require no cost registration or activation. Terms, conditions, and exclusions apply.
Sun Devil Football, ESPN 620 AM.
All right, we want to check in with Kevin Turner on the sideline. He's standing by with an old buddy of ours, Cam Scadaboo. KT?
Yeah, we got an old friend, old number 4 down here on the sidelines. Welcome back to Mountain America Stadium. A lot of emotions, a lot of players, staff coming up to you. Old home week being back here for this U of A rivalry.
Yeah, man, it's been awesome. You know, the honor captain and going out to the middle of the field brought some, tears to my eyes and some emotions to my heart. So it's great being back, and I'm super excited that, they were able to do this for me.
Well, it's very special for the fans and the players to see you back here under the circumstances. How are things going with the rehab?
Everything's good, man. We're a little bit over a month out now, and, we're progressing. So, there's obviously not a strict deadline, but, I'm getting better every day, and I'm excited that, the future's to hold.
All right, we need some scat mojo right now.
Absolutely. Let's get it.
All right, guys, that's Cam Scatterbo.
All right, thanks, KT. Great to hear from Scat, one of the all-time great Sun Devils. 1st and 10, Arizona State at the Sun Devil 27-yard line. Kanye Udo is in at running back as Sims on first down throws to the far side of the field. The ball is caught by Malik McLean, and McLean has a nice gain out to the 35-yard line, a pickup of 8 on the play before Genesis Smith brings him down.
You know, last week Sims had pretty good success with some slant routes. They came back to it again. What you need to do, and what they showed, is they showed a wheel route and a slant route combination. At some point, you got to take that deep route as well, but nice, easy throw to get Jeff Sims going again on second completion on this drive.
Meanwhile, Jordan Tyson's been riding the exercise bike down on the sideline, trying to get that bulky hamstring of his loosened up. Second down and 2. Cameron Harpole lined up in the backfield. Sims will throw on second down. Nobody open. Dumps it off to his tight end, Shimon Mateer. And Mateer is brought down at the 30-yard line. And that play loses about 5 yards. And now here is Jordan Tyson back on the field. Tyson has returned to the lineup after that play with Arizona bringing a lot of pressure on Jeff Sims. It results in a 5-yard loss. It'll be 3rd down and 6. They spot it at the just shy of the 31-yard line of Arizona State. Derek Eusebio.
Sun Devils running 2. They got extra running backs out there short of body, and now Raleigh Brown came back in.
Looked like a little bit of confusion in terms of the personnel
call timeout,
alignment.
boys.
And I think that's exactly what's taking place here. Boy, there looked to be a lot of confusion there.
Arizona State.
That was a great job, though, by the Wildcat defense, right? There was confusion by the ASU offense. They ran players in and out late with like 10, maybe call it 10 seconds, 9 seconds. And because ASU substituted late in that confusion, that allowed the Wildcats to do a rolling or slow substitution. And they took that thing down to 1 second. So we've seen ASU do that, and now they got burned by it. Sun Devils now down to 1 timeout left for this half.
Yeah, Derek Eusebio started on one side, went over to the other. Raleigh Brown, late entry into the lineup off the sideline. And finally, Kenny just had to get a timeout called to make sure everyone's on the same page before this 3rd down and 6 play.
Yeah, but remember it was 2nd and 2. They lost 5 on that late check down to Mateer. That wasn't a design pass to Mateer. He was blocking, and he's a check release at the very end. Nothing open downfield, but Wildcat defense doing a nice job.
Sun Devils are 0 for 3 on 3rd down tonight. 3rd down has been an issue all season long. 2 receivers to either side. Raleigh Brown in the backfield. Sims to throw with pressure coming. Gets the pass off. It's caught by Eusebio. Derek Eusebio is brought down at the 38-yard line, but he's got a 1st down. Eusebio making the catch in traffic and took a couple of shots, but still picked up the 1st down. They will spot the ball between the 38 and the 39-yard line. We'll call it a gain of 8.
Yeah, nice job by Eusebio. Caught the ball, and he went north-south. He headed north towards Scottsdale fast, and that extra yard or 2 after the catch is what made it.
So the Devils get their first 3rd down conversion of the night. Here's Raleigh Brown with an opening on the near sideline, down the sideline. Raleigh all the way inside the 35-yard line of Arizona, lowered his shoulder into cornerback Michael Dansby, and picks up the 1st down at the 33-yard line of the U of A. A 28-yard run for Raleigh Brown.
Yeah, Harpole goes in motion from right to left. The defensive end for the Cats came inside and got hooked.
This is the Devils' deepest thrust into Wildcat territory so far tonight. Here's Brown again with an opening up the middle, and Raleigh Brown with some power takes tacklers forward to the 27-yard line of Arizona. And that'll be a gain of 6. Among the tacklers, Riley Wilson, linebacker for the Wildcats. And we understand from Kevin Turner that Jordan Tyson is back in the injury tent along the Arizona State sideline. Remember, he came in for a play or so just a moment ago. Again, 4 receivers split to the right side of the formation, including Jalen Moss, Derek Eusebio, Shimon Mateer, and running back Kanye Udo. as Sims looks to the near side, throws a deep fade, and Malik McLean couldn't hold on. That was a tough play. It ended up being a back shoulder fade to McLean at the 10-yard line, and Malik had to turn all the way around toward the sideline and was just unable to haul it in.
That was actually, I think, a pretty good throw by Jeff Sims. Malik is a little bit slow getting his body around. He had a hand on it. His right hand brought it into his left, and that's one Malik McLean needs to make. Help out his quarterback.
3rd down and 4, and again the Devils line up tight end Cameron Harpole in the backfield with Jeff Sims.
They got 2 tight ends. Mateer's on the line to the left.
Sims with a direct run. He's got the first down. He's off to the races, and Jeff Sims will take it in for an Arizona State touchdown. A 27-yard run by Sims on 3rd and 4, and the Sun Devils are first on the board in this 99th renewal of the Territorial Cup rivalry game.
Great call by Marcus Arroyo. 2 tight ends left. Mateer's in the backfield. Harpole's there, Mateer's on the line. He kicks out the end. Harpole goes up. They double team him, and Jeff Sims makes the safety miss, and he's off.
That's Jeff Sims' 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Sun Devils, despite the first quarter dominance of the Wildcats, ASU on the board first in this rivalry game as Jesus Gomez adds the extra point. 10:33 left to go in the first half. Our score, ASU 7, Arizona nothing. As we take a timeout on the Mountain America Credit Union Sun Devil Radio Network.
If you live or work in Superior, Porter's is where you eat.
Here we go, you guys.
Thank you.
We love serving the community that's meant so much to our family for generations. Having the Resolution Mine here has been a great thing. More business in town means more business for us, our suppliers, the hotels, really all of our neighbors. Projects like this drive the whole economy around here.
Copper is essential to Arizona's economy and to America's future. Learn more at resolutioncopper.com.
Everyone needs a checking account, so get the one with built-in benefits to complement your unique lifestyle. Mountain America's My Style Checking has perks no one can pass up. You'll enjoy sizzling restaurant deals, peace of mind mobile phone protection, timely telehealth access, built-in identity protection, and clutch loan rate discounts. Make My Style your lifestyle at Mountain America Credit Union. Visit macu.com/mystyle. Insured by NCAA. Membership required based on eligibility. Some benefits require no cost registration or activation. Terms, conditions, and exclusions apply.
It's the Kia season of New Traditions sales event. So don't just hang your own lights. Venture out and look for the northern lights. Drink cocoa on the beach. Or be a drive-by karaoke caroler. Because every new Kia comes with a 10-year, 100,000-mile limited powertrain warranty. So you can take holidays to places they've never been. See your local Kia dealer or visit kia.com to learn more. Kia, movement that inspires.
See Kia dealer for warranty details. Event ends 12/1/25.
Sun Devil Football, ESPN 620 AM.
ChazRoberts.com for Arizona's leader in heating.
Number 15
plumbing,
for
cooling,
Arizona State
and
is now wearing
caring.
41.
Chaz Roberts serving you since 42.
That Kia scoring drive was 8 plays, 90 yards. 27 of those yards came on a Sims quarterback keep around the left side. Took just under 4 minutes, and with that Kia scoring drive, the Sun Devils now have a 7-point lead.
Let's check in quickly with Kevin Turner down on the sideline.
Guys, I just want to make a quick note. The field conditions, very dry today, but this overseeded winter rye is very, I'll call it immature. It's got a very thin root structure to it right now. And the surface below the grass is extremely moist. And the top of the playing surface is very slippery. And I don't know if you noticed that when Jordan caught that pass, he tried to plant and his back foot slipped out. So I don't know if that was part of the causation of what tweaked the hamstring, but an unusual playing condition right now considering how dry it's been and what a sunny day we had, yet the field is very damp and moist.
Yes, indeed. As Jesus Gomez has the ball teed up. Javen Watley, a Wildcat receiver, and running back Quincy Craig are back deep. Watley at the goal line as Gomez unloads on the kickoff, and that hits about 9 yards deep in the end zone and goes out for a touchback. And so the U of A will take over at its 25-yard line, and all of a sudden Arizona State has flipped the script And the Devils have outgained the Cats now 105 yards to 83. An impressive drive there on that last possession, 90 yards. Jeff Sims, the payoff with his 27-yard scoring run. Ismail Mahdi is at running back for the Wildcats as they begin this possession. Going left to right across your dial. Actually, Kedrick Risano and Mahdi are in the lineup at the same time to either side of Fafita. On first down, they give it to Mahdi heading left, and Mahdi gets bumped off his feet by Montana Warren after a gain of 3 yards to the 28.
Interesting little play design, right? You don't see two running backs in the backfield anymore in college.
Yeah, very seldom.
Running back went out, motion, came back in and got it into the boundary side.
Second down and 7. Cameron Barmore, tight end, motioning. Again, they hand the ball off, and this time it's Mahdi breaking tackles, but he's able to get only an extra yard or so. C.J. Fight brought him down, and now there's a late penalty marker down on the play.
I think there's face mask for sure. I'm hoping there's also holding on the backside, but
there are 2 flags, actually, one along the line of scrimmage.
Personal foul, face mask, number 44, defense, 15-yard penalty, first down.
Keyshawn Elliott, flag for a face mask. Actually,
looked like Fight.
We believe it is C.J. Fight. Yeah, it was Fight. It wasn't Keyshawn Elliott. That was incorrect. It was Fight who made the tackle of Mahdi, but he tackled him illegally with a face mask, and so the penalty gives Arizona first down at their 44-yard line. Sun Devils lead at 7-0. Just under 10 minutes to go, first half. Fafita looking to throw. He gets the pass off, and it's caught by Hudson, but he doesn't go very far as Keyshawn Elliott and Javen Robinson team up to bring him down at the 46 after a gain of only 2.
Great defensive spacing, kind of a zone look right there. Hudson runs a little curl route. He feels pressure on his right, so he pivots to the outside towards the field side and then gets hit by a defender on the outside as well. So a nice sandwich tackle.
Second down and 8 from the 46. 2 receivers to either side on this play. As again, Fafita will throw. Again, the pressure coming. Fafita scrambles to his right, has room to run, and is forced out of bounds by Sun Devil Jordan Crook at around the 47-yard line. And that's only another yard gain, and it will set up a third down, 3rd and 7. The Cats have to get to the Arizona State 46 to get a first down.
Yeah, Clayton Smith, to Kevin Turner's point earlier, he lined up at left defensive end in track stance. He slipped coming off the line and got kind of swallowed up by the big right tackle, Matthew Lato, 6'6", 308. That's allowed Fafita to get to the edge.
Quincy Craig is the running back. And on this third down play, 3rd and 7, Fafita to pass. Here comes the pressure again scrambling to his right. Sets up his pass downfield, and it is caught for a first down and a late penalty flag. Cameron Barmore, the tight end, caught the ball at the 42-yard line. Adrian Boogie Wilson injured on the play for Arizona State. A late penalty flag thrown in the secondary, and we think it might be a targeting. As once again, Arizona comes up with a third down
conversion. There's no foul for targeting on the play. The result of the play is a first down.
So there is no targeting, but it is a first down.
Timeout.
Sun Devils really need to try to keep Fafita pinned in the pocket. They came with a blitz. They got pressure on him. But for the second time in a row, they allowed him to escape out to the right side.
Cameron Barmore, a transfer from Mercyhurst, with an 11-yard reception and a first down.
Boogie Wilson still on the ground, and his mouthpiece came flying out. But he's one of those guys that wears a couple of mouthpieces, like hood ornaments, on his face mask. So hopefully he had one between his teeth. But you would think that he's got his bell rung right there. Third down conversions. Wildcats now 5 out of 8 on third down conversions.
They hit their first 4, then they failed to convert on their next 3 attempts.
I just saw a replay of that play, Tim. Right before he threw it, Fafita tried to put his right foot in the ground, and he slipped.
And Elijah O'Neal was bringing pressure and hit him.
Yeah, I think so. To Kevin's point, he's right on. Guys are having a little bit of trouble with this turf.
And now Boogie Wilson is up on his feet. But clearly a little woozy as he gets up on his feet. Dr. Anakar Chabra.
Please reset the play clock to 40 seconds.
And trainer Jerry Garcia each have their arm around Boogie Wilson, escorting him down in the area toward the injury tent, which is at the north end, if you will, of the Sun Devil bench area. So on the third down conversion, Arizona. A third down conversion here, a 15-yard penalty for Keyshawn Elliott for a face mask earlier in the drive, and just like that, Arizona is at the Sun Devil 42-yard line. Arizona State with a 7-0 lead, 8:15 remaining in the first half. Ismail Mahdi is back in at running back. Remember, the Devils saw him last year when he played at Texas State. Fafita gets the snap, hands to Mahdi. Mahdi looking for a hole up the middle, found a lot of traffic there, was able to get the ball to the 39-yard line, a pickup of 3 before Montana Warren made the tackle. Boy, Montana Warren's been in on a bunch of plays so far in this first half for the Sun Devils.
McDonald is in at safety.
Kyan McDonald,
Whistle.
yeah. The Devils don't have a lot of depth there. A sophomore out of Seattle, Washington. 2nd and 7 from the ASU 39. Gio Richardson goes in motion from right to left. They fake the toss. Fafita wants to throw, has to dump it off to Mahdi out of the backfield on the near sideline, and he gets dropped by Keyshawn Elliott and Javen Robinson just shy of the first down at the 33 of ASU. It's a yard short of the first down, 3rd and 1 coming up for Arizona.
Yeah, it just feels like, Tim, they're letting Fafita get out to the right side, and he's able to escape the pocket on that side. You got to pin him in, make him go to the left side. He's a right-handed quarterback. His numbers, Fafita's numbers, when he throws to the right short, he's 78%. When he throws to the left, the metrics say he's 57%. A 20-point difference, short left versus short right.
3rd and 1. Fafita gives to Mahdi, and that's Risino, I should say, Kedrick Risino, and he's got the first down to the 31-yard line. A pickup of 2, but he only needed 1. And they move the chains with yet another third down conversion. Arizona now 6 of 9 on the money down, and they're on the move trying to get this game tied up as we near the 6-minute mark of the first half. 7-0, ASU leading it. A 27-yard touchdown run by Jeff Sims just a few moments ago. 3 receivers
Watch
split
the quarterback keep here, Tim.
And the whistle blows just as the ball is snapped to Fafita. And who called the timeout this time?
ASU. I think they're out of timeouts now.
I think Kenny Dillingham. He likes to call them on defense.
Arizona State, their final timeout of the half.
Sun Devils calling their final timeout of the half with exactly 6 minutes to go in the half. Timeout with our score, ASU 7, Arizona nothing, as we take a break on the Mountain America Credit Union Sun Devil Radio Network.
Everyone needs a checking account, so get the one with built-in benefits to complement your unique lifestyle. Mountain America's My Style Checking has perks no one can pass up. You'll enjoy sizzling restaurant deals, peace of mind mobile phone protection, timely telehealth access, built-in identity protection, and clutch loan rate discounts. Make My Style your lifestyle at Mountain America Credit Union. Visit macu.com/mystyle. Insured by NCAA. Membership required based on eligibility. Some benefits require no cost registration or activation. Terms, conditions, and exclusions apply.
Forks up, Sun Devils, and make a play. Paul Calvisi here for your Arizona Ford dealers, proud partners of Sun Devil Athletics. Hey, as a fellow Devil myself, I'm here to tell you, everything starts with the right game plan. We're a 2 Ford family. I drive an Edge, my wife an Explorer we bought just last year at our Arizona Ford dealers. That doesn't even include the classic Mustang I bust out on the weekends. And at Ford, they've got a winning playbook with power, like the Ford F-150, precision, like the smart and capable Explorer and Expedition, and the grit that only comes with a rugged Bronco family of SUVs, go ahead and call any play. And with a 2025 Ford lineup, you are bound to dominate every drive. So roll up for an ASU game or check out for a weekend in the wild. Ford trucks and SUVs, they're made to keep the play in motion. Game plan your next move, Sun Devils, and get behind the wheel of your new Ford truck or SUV today. Only at your Arizona Ford dealers, proud partners of Sun Devil Athletics.
Sun Devil Football, ESPN 620 AM.
Circle K makes your day. Sign up for Inner Circle Rewards on the Circle K app and score 25 cents off per gallon on your first 5 fill-ups. Plus, exclusive discounts on food, drinks, and more. Arizona on the move here in the latter stages of the first half. The Sun Devils with a 7-0 lead. The U of A had the better of it in the first quarter, dominating the quarter, but on 2 excursions into Sun Devil territory, they lost a fumble at around the ASU 5-yard line, and then on their second possession, Michael Salgado Medina, their place kicker, missed a 45-yard field goal. Then Arizona State found its footing offensively, a 90-yard drive capped off by a Jeff Sims 27-yard touchdown run, putting the Devils up 7-0. Now the Wildcats are on the move. They've reached the ASU 31 with a 1st and 10.
You know, on that field goal attempt, they went back, and I saw that on TV replay. It was a bad snap. Ball was kind of put down sideways, not vertically. At the last second, they got it vertically. It was just a botched exchange. Good break for ASU.
Little break in the mechanism there that helped the Sun Devils in that particular instance. Arizona with a 1st and 10. Noah Fafita tonight, 9 of 14 passing, 82 yards. Most of Arizona's work has been through the air. 82 of their 112 total yards on passing yards. 1st and 10. Mahdi, the running back. Mahdi, they fake the give. Fafita back to pass, throws downfield, caught by Hudson for a 1st down inside the 15-yard line, and he's tackled near the 13 by Javen Robinson, but it's a 19-yard gain, and the U of A on the move and threatening again. And now they're at the line of scrimmage, working at tempo. On 1st down, Fafita will run the football, and he goes down after a very short gain. That was a planned run, a design run, where he looked like he was going to throw, then took off, but he ran right up the middle, and C.J. Fight covered him up quickly. They actually lost a yard to the 13.
Yeah, remember 2 plays ago when the ASU called timeout, I was thinking quarterback draw. It's a great spot when you get in that, that 30, inside that 30-yard line, because the defenders are thinking pass, everybody spreads out, quarterback can keep it.
Trey Spivey and Gio Robinson split wide to the left side. Chris Hudson wide to the right. Mahdi the setback on 2nd and 10. Fafita throwing a fade toward the end zone for Hudson, incomplete, overthrown, and he tried to get it
flag
to Jaden Robinson. A flag is down on the play. Kenny Dillingham signaling as if, and the official is signaling that it was an uncatchable ball. An uncatchable football. Kevin Turner, what do you see down there?
Side judge immediately waved his hand over his head. Uncatchable ball. They're going to pick it up.
That was a fade to Hudson. Robinson locked up in man-on-man coverage. And it will set up another 3rd down. This has been Arizona's
There is no
money
foul
down.
for pass interference. The ball was ruled uncatchable. 3rd down.
Good job, KT, being down there. We see it from up high. We see the penalty. You're right on the field.
3rd and 11 from the 13-yard line.
The Sun Devils brought just a house blitz that last time. We'll see if they sit back or if Brian Ward wants to bring pressure.
Chris Hunter is checked into the lineup. He and tight end Cameron Barmore split to the right side. Hudson and Trey Spivey to the left on 3rd and 11. Fafita drops back to pass. He's in trouble, and he's down, brought down. Justin Watley tackles him back at the 24-yard line for a loss of 11.
What a great job by Watley of breaking down before Fafita could get around him. He didn't just run right at him. He got close and he kind of broke down in a ready stance. He's got his hands out right and left, waist high, and made the big play. That's tough for a big man to bring down a mobile quarterback.
Michael Salgado Medina, who had a 45-yard attempt missed it earlier. This attempt will be 42 yards from the near hash mark. There's the kick, and it's blocked. The Sun Devils block it, and they fall on the football at the 29-yard line. Keith Abney blocked the field goal try. And now there's a fight breaking out at the 40-yard line.
Welcome to the Territorial Cup. It's college football.
And now the coaches of both teams have to hurry onto the field to separate the players and get them to their respective sidelines.
Look at Jordan Tyson. He's got his helmet off. He's out there shadow boxing on the numbers. He's probably not coming back in the game, but he's shadow boxing, having a good time.
Jordan Crook recovered the loose ball. Keith Abney blocked the field goal. And the Sun Devils still lead at 7-0 with 4:06 remaining in the first half.
Boy, you watch a guy like Jordan Tyson. He's injured, and he's cheering on his team. He's right up front. Scats bring in the energy. I mean, you love to see those guys that are still engaged, that are hurt, making a difference with their teammates.
Boy, is this Sun Devil defense and now their special teams really stepped up. I didn't see what happened. It looked like after Abney recovered, it looked like Keith was at the bottom of that scrum where it looked like some punches were
recovered
thrown.
by the defense. First down.
Officials are still huddling. I hope they don't throw penalties or throw somebody out here.
Kevin Boitman, the referee, made that announcement while still in the middle of a conversation with about 4 other members of his officiating crew. That conversation taking place near the Arizona State 40-yard line, near where the blocked field goal was recovered. Just another notch on the resume of Keith Abney this year.
There are fouls on both teams. Unsportsmanlike conduct on the offense, unsportsmanlike conduct on the defense. The fouls will offset. Result of the play is first down, Arizona State.
That's a BS job by the officials right there, right? Because you didn't throw any numbers out. Don't even come out and say it unless you're trying to. If you want to get control of the game, get the players on the field, talk to them, get the coaches on the field. You're going to call. Where's the penalty? There are 2 penalties on who? You can't have a penalty on just nobody.
Arizona State will now take over at its 36-yard line. 1st and 10.
What a great job by the defense here. You're 4 minutes left, trying to win just almost at Kevin Turner's favorite point of the game. KT, what's your favorite point of the game?
Middle 8, baby.
That's it. Last 4 minutes of the first half, first 4 of the second.
Great time to take a shot.
You like shot?
Verifying the spot. It's first down.
Jaron Hamilton, speaking of shots, has entered the lineup. Split wide to the right side for ASU. Had 3 catches for over 100 yards in the win last month over Texas Tech. Off play action, Sims drops back, and he's going deep for Jaron Hamilton, and that ball is incomplete and almost picked off by the fellow who intercepted Sims earlier in the game, and that is Arizona cornerback Michael Dansby.
Yeah, you're trying to go to your speedster. The corner is 9 yards off. Hamilton gets by him, but the ball's thrown behind the receiver and flat. It never got an arc on it. You get a fast receiver, you throw it high, you launch a missile. I mean, it ought to look like one of Musk's satellites coming out of the sky. Not that they do. It's somebody else that usually falls out, like Russian Sputnik coming back in.
On 2nd and 10, Sims gets that pass off, and it's caught by Malik McClain. He's hit immediately by cornerback Aiden Garnes up at the 43-yard line, but it's a pickup of 7. It'll set up a 3rd and 3 with just over 3.5 minutes remaining in the first half, and Arizona State leading at 7-0. Kamari Anderson is in at a tight end position for the Sun Devils, the one-time Kentucky Wildcat. Rayleigh Brown at running back. On 3rd down, Sims throwing a fade to the far side of the field, and that is incomplete. Oh, where's the penalty flag? And now the flag is dropped. Malik McLean was the intended receiver. Michael Dansby was the cornerback in coverage, and Dansby was all over McLean as that ball was heading to him on the fade.
You got one-on-one coverage. Sean Crespin, our producers.
Number 25, defense. 15-yard penalty. Automatic first down.
You guys are good. Kevin Turner calls shot on the right side on the first play, gets it right. Crespin's in our ear going fade to the right side, fade to the right side. He calls it right on the third play. All right, Swamis, 1st and 10. What do you like here? Tim, give me what do you want?
I want a touchdown.
Okay, that's it.
Kanye Udo is in at running back. Udo had a big second half at Colorado last week. 9 carries, 62 yards, and a touchdown. And now it's an empty formation for Jeff Sims and company on 1st and 10 now from the U of A 42. Here's Sims on a direct run heading to the near side of the field, but he is forced out of bounds by Arizona's safety Dalton Johnson, who was the Big 12 co-defensive player of the week this week after 18 tackles in the game against Baylor last week. Johnson out of Katy, Texas in the Houston area, and that run by Sims gained only a yard. Second down and 9.
Wildcats showing blitz again. Jeff Sims is going to change the play. He walks up behind the lineman. Still 8 on the clock.
Udo is at running back. Jalen Moss in at a wide receiver for the Sun Devils. The give to Kanye Udo off the left side, and Udo is going to be stacked up, gang tackled at the 38-yard line after a 3-yard pickup. The first to get there was Arizona linebacker Chase Kennedy. In his second year at the U of A, a one-time player at Utah.
Arizona, their first of the half. It will be 30 seconds.
Arizona uses its first timeout to stop the clock with 2:28.
Clock operator, please reset the game clock to 2:31. 2:31 on the clock.
Good timeout right there. You're going to get the 2-minute warning. Trying to get the ball back once. I mean, Cats are going to try to get it back. They want to try to double up, right? Score right before half if they can stop ASU and then get the ball coming out of halftime. And good use of timeouts right there.
Sun Devils will have a 3rd down and 6 from the Wildcat 38-yard line. ASU 2 of 5 on 3rd downs this evening. Arizona 6 of 10. The Wildcats with a 3-yard advantage in total yardage tonight. They've gained 119 yards. The Sun Devils 116. Although U of A has doubled up the time of possession, 18 minutes to 9 minutes for Arizona State. 3rd down and 6. Again, they line up Harpole in the backfield with Sims. Sims gets the snap. Sims takes off. Sims runs the ball, and he's going to be stopped about 1.5 yards short of a first down. Tackled just shy of the 33-yard line, right in the middle of the field. So if you're Kenny Dillingham, do you roll the dice and go for it on 4th and about 1.5 yards, or do you bring in Jesus Gomez for what would be a longish field goal? You'll have the 2-minute timeout to mull all that over as we are approaching the 2-minute timeout here in the first half. Right now, the whistle blows.
This is the 2-minute timeout.
2 minutes to go in the first half of the 99th Territorial Cup rivalry game between ASU and Arizona. Timeout with our score, the Sun Devils 7 and the Wildcats nothing. You're listening to ASU football on the Mountain America Credit Union Sun Devil Radio Network.
Chaz Roberts can lower your energy bill. You go to the doctor, your car visits the mechanic. For a healthy AC system, your unit needs the Chaz plan from Chaz Roberts, Arizona's AC leader since 1942. Pick the Chaz plan, and you'll get 1 service in the spring, another in the fall, plus free plumbing inspection, priority scheduling, no overtime rates, and a discount on any repairs that your system needs. The only way not to save money with the Chaz plan is by not enrolling. Visit ChazRoberts.com today for more details.
I needed to chill. I started feeling paranoid, hearing things, losing touch. Turns out, even recreational drug use can trigger something called first episode psychosis, or FEP. It's not always the cause, but it can make symptoms worse fast.
Feel it, name it, face it. No shame, just strength. FEP is treatable and help is here. Go to learnmorefep.org. That's learnmorefep.org.
The Sun Angel Network is where business goals and athlete growth collide.
connecting local companies with ASU athletes through the power of NIL. Every deal drives results for business, opportunity for athletes, and pride for Sun Devil Nation. Want to grow your brand and invest in development? Join the movement and make your business part of the win. The Sun Angel Network. Create the advantage. Activate the Valley. Go Devils!
Sun Devil Football, ESPN 620 AM.
Resolution Copper sees the value beyond the copper. Responsible mining is essential to Arizona's economy and to America's future. Learn more at resolutioncopper.com. During this timeout break, the two-time back-to-back Big 12 champions Sun Devil women's volleyball team being recognized on the field. And right down there with them is none other than our buddy Cam Scataboo. The Scat Cam is in operation right now, and Scat's picture put on the scoreboard here, and all the fans erupt in cheers for an all-time great Sun Devil as Scat's 2025 Sun Devil football team faces a 4th down and 1 at the Arizona 33-yard line. And normally I err on the side of caution, but I would tend to go for it here.
It's not one. I mean, you're 4th and 2.
Yeah, it's
Sun Devils
I'd say about a yard and a half. It's a very long yard if you're going to call it one. The ball is situated between the 33 and 34 of U of A, and the Devils need to get the 32-yard line to move the chains.
Ball is right in the middle of the field, so you can go either way with this. Remember last time they went with that kind of a shovel pass or shovel toss to Rayleigh Brown. A lot of times he'll line up, but he's going to line up wide. I think they'll bring him back into the backfield to see whether it's man or zone and give them an indication of it.
Yeah, right now Rayleigh is lined up with 2 other receivers to the left side.
There's going to be enough time, though. If you want to bring Rayleigh back in, you can change the play as a coordinator.
Sims will line up under center, it appears. And now they have an unconventional formation with the several offensive linemen lined up to the far side. Sims will take a direct snap, quarterback sneak, and he gets the first down to the 31-yard line before he is brought down on the play by nose tackle Leroy Palu. But Arizona State showed an unconventional alignment where they took several offensive linemen and split them wide, so there were only 3 linemen in the middle of the field where the ball was, and Sims just quarterback sneak behind those 3 Bulls.
Yeah, but between Stewart, the center, Helton, and Scott. Scott got a really good block, and nice job by Jeff Sims with body lean.
So the Devils move the chains. Now here's Rayleigh Brown dancing, looking for room, but he got knocked off his feet after no gain on the play.
Timeout by the Wildcats.
Arizona immediately calls timeout as Mays Pesse, a freshman defensive end
Arizona.
out of Santa Barbara, California, made the stop.
30 seconds.
Arizona gets the timeout called to stop the clock with 1:32 remaining in the half. Not much doing on that play for Rayleigh Brown, who so far today 7 carries for 42 yards, but 28 of his 42 yards came on one play.
You know, if I'm an NFL scout and I'm watching this game, and I'm watching Jordan Tyson injured without his helmet in the huddle, cheering he's on the field cheering the guys on. Just love his nonverbals, injured starter, player, just bringing it. You know, he wants to be out there so bad. Twice now in last 2 years he's gotten injured in this game.
Yes, indeed. He got injured in the second half of the Arizona game down there last year and ended up not being able to play in either the Big 12 championship game or the Peach Bowl. And now the hamstring flares up on him again here in this game. 2nd and 10 from the U of A 31-yard line. As Sims, off play action, throws to the near side of the field, incomplete. Boy, that play, miscommunication or what? That play was a nothing burger. It looked like they were trying to set up a slip screen, perhaps to Malik McLean.
I think it was. I thought it was for Eusebio. It was.
Maybe it was Eusebio.
He missed so
Who
bad.
knows?
Who knows exactly? Yeah, this is inside screen to Eusebio. That ball was 12 yards overthrown.
Goodness gracious, that was ugly. So now it's 3rd and 10. Only 2 seconds came off the clock. 3 receivers line up to the left side on 3rd and 10. Sims will run to the right on third down, and he's dragged down for no gain.
Out of bounds, though. He went. Did he run? Are they going to stop the clock on the out of bounds?
Riley Wilson, senior linebacker, transfer from Montana.
That's a big mistake by Jeff Sims.
Made the tackle. And Sims goes out of bounds at the 31-yard line. No gain. Boy, a couple of ugly plays there.
But that's going to cost ASU 25 seconds. Because you want to kick the field goal, but you want to go down inbound so that the clock keeps running.
And it is a field goal try now this time, and it's going to be a long one. 49 yards for Jesus Gomez to try to increase the Arizona State lead. The kick has the distance, and it hits the upright. The right upright, and is no good. And so Arizona will take over with 1:19 left in the half. They will take over at their 31-yard line with still one timeout left in their possession.
Yeah, remember that extra 20 seconds that you're going to get lost right there because Sims got pushed out of bounds.
Keep in mind the U of A will get the second half kickoff. They won the toss at game start and elected to defer. Sun Devil defense going to be called upon once again as they race a couple of players out of the lineup. Blazin Lono Wong, Elijah O'Neal come out. As the U of A will start with an empty formation on 1st and 10 from their 31-yard line. Trailing ASU 7-0. Noah Fafita gets the snap. Pressure coming. He's hit from the rear and got the pass off, and it was caught by Chris Hunter for a first down to the 47-yard line. A 16-yard gain. Keith Abney on the stop. Boy, Fafita got hit just as he unloaded that pass. Not sure how he got it off. 3 receivers to the right on first down. Fafita throws to the far side. That's caught by Hunter, and he goes out of bounds, short of a first down, but he gets the ball into ASU territory to the Sun Devil 47, a gain of 6. Still 1:03 remaining in the half. Second down and 4. Craig is the running back, motions out of the backfield. Fafita throws to the far side of the field, and that's caught for a first down by Javen Watley, and he's got a first down. He's gang tackled at around the 37-yard line of Arizona State. It's a pickup of close to 10 yards and a first down for Arizona.
Little hitch route on the left side. Fafita kind of in a rhythm right now. When you get this 2-minute type of offense, you get a couple first downs. Quarterback can start to feel. Let's see if they take a shot here at some point.
Line of scrimmage, the ASU 38, 1st and 10. Again, Fafita to throw. He dumps it off, and it's incomplete. He was intending to hit Quincy Craig, the running back, out of the backfield in the near flat, but Craig wasn't even turned around looking at the ball. Wasn't expecting it to come his way.
No, but it was covered, and Fafita did a nice job of throwing it into the ground at his feet rather than throwing it in the air where the clock still keeps going until it hits the ground.
So the Devils are pressuring Fafita, but except for one sack by Justin Watley, having a hard time getting to him. 2nd and 10 from the 38. Again, a pass coming. Again, that pass is tipped and intercepted by Martell Hughes, which would be his 3rd interception, but there's a penalty marker down, and I believe this one may go against ASU.
Offside. Number 32 defense in the zone at the snap. 5-yard penalty. Replay second down. The clock will start on the snap.
Martell Hughes had his 3rd interception of the year, but it's for naught. The Prince Dorba offsides penalty negates it. Arizona keeps possession. They get 5 extra yards. They're now at the 33-yard line. 2nd down and 5. 41 seconds remaining in the half. Wow. Boy, the Devils just seem to have a knack of getting penalties at the worst possible times. 2nd down and 5. Fafita to throw. Scrambling to his right. Pressure coming. Throw to the near side of the field. Incomplete. Intended for Hudson. There's a flag down. And I think Jeff Van Rappor's told you what the penalty should be.
It's going to be holding on the right tackle. We talked earlier about Fafita breaking to the right.
Offense. 10-yard penalty. 2nd down.
They called it on the center. I thought it was on the tackle on the outside. Fafita tries to break to the edge and get around, and Lyman reached out and grabbed one of the defenders.
Anna DeCambra is the senior center for the Wildcats.
They had two guys holding. The right tackle was locked up, turned the shoulders of the rush end. Pick your poison. Either way, they back it up. A great job by the Sun Devil defense right there.
Moves it back to the 43-yard line, 2nd and 15, 34 seconds remaining in the first half. ASU leading 7-0. Again, Fafita in the shotgun. Gets the snap. Again throws, and it's complete to Trey Spivey, but he's tackled immediately after he catches the ball near the 37-yard line, a pickup of 6. The tackle made by Jordan Crook. And immediately, Brent Brennan gets his final timeout called to stop the clock with 25 seconds.
Arizona, their final to half. It'll be a full timeout.
Had Jeff
Clock
Sims,
operator, please reset the game clock to 26 seconds.
If Jeff Sims doesn't run out of bounds on that one play, they don't have that timeout to use right there. So that was
thank you.
Ended up being a big miss by the ASU offense that put the defense in a bind, because now you still got 26 seconds. Yeah, it's 3rd and 9. You're starting to get closer to field goal range.
Yep, no question. Time management, an issue there, and the Sun Devil defense trying to fight off these final 26 seconds and trying desperately to keep the Wildcats off the scoreboard. 7-0 in favor of ASU. 3rd down and 9. The U of A has been outstanding tonight on 3rd down. For the season, they came into this game 8th in the Big 12 at 39%, but they are 60%, 6 of 10 tonight. And they'll send 2 receivers to either side. Quincy Craig is the setback to the right of Fafita. Well, the Devils bring extra pressure here on 3rd down. Fafita drops back to pass, has time, gets the pass off, and it's caught by Barmore, the tight end, but he's about a half yard shy of the first down at the 28-yard line, and the Wildcats are out of timeouts. 12 seconds, 11 seconds, 10 seconds, 4th down, less than a yard. Fafita lines up in the shotgun, and now what's the call here? What's stopping the clock?
Previous play is under further review.
Oh, man, you got to be kidding me. Would this be a 10-second runoff, though? With 7 seconds remaining in the first half. What are they going to review? Probably the spot of the ball, it appeared. He was marked about a half yard shy of the first down. The line to gain is the ASU 28-yard line. They've got the ball spotted at the 29-yard line.
Like it'd be interesting to see on, we didn't have a straight down the line view, but it looked like the ball crossed the line of scrimmage. They got the first down, but
Cameron Barmore, the tight end, making that catch. Ghost Rouser was on top of him as Barmore came down with the ball and was on the ground. And we're looking at the replay. It looked like when he first caught the ball, he's past that. We're looking at the Fox replay, and they use those yellow line markers to indicate the line to gain. It looked like he caught it past where the yellow line is.
But he's coming back towards the line of scrimmage, so the defender. So the question is, when did the defender touch him as the receiver's coming back towards the line of scrimmage?
And that defender was Ghost Rouser. As the referee, Kevin Boitman, continuing to look at the replay monitor, which is at the opposite end of the field from where the action is. The replay monitor is at the northwest corner of the stadium at around the 17-yard line. And this drive is heading toward the south end zone of Mountain America Stadium. The Arizona offense is back on the field. And they've got their field goal unit on. And this stoppage to review the play is giving Arizona a chance to set up their field goal unit.
Because they wouldn't have been able to spike it because it's 4th down. They would have had to try to run the play.
Review, the ruling on the field is upheld. It will be 4th down. The clock will start on my signal.
So the field goal unit for Arizona is already out there. Michael Salgado Medina. This will be a 47-yard try He's missed from 45, and he's had another one blocked. This one to get Arizona on the board on the final play of the first half. The kick is on the way, and the kick is good. There's a penalty flag down, I believe. It looked like Arizona State might have been offsides. Salgado Medina, though, able to convert the field goal. It is offsides on the Sun Devils, and with 1 second remaining in the first half.
Offside. Number one in the defense.
That's some
The
really.
penalty is declined. The field goal is good.
That's some really tough officiating, right? They stopped the clock on 4th and a half yard. The Wildcats, with 8 or 9 seconds, would have had to try to run another play to get the first down, then get up, spike it, stop the clock to kick the field goal. And again, it all goes back to that 22 seconds that was lost when Jeff Sims. Now, Sean Crespin was saying that he looked like he got his knee down in bounds, but if you're running with the ball, you got to get down way before the sidelines. Don't give the official time to mark it out of bounds and mark you out of bounds and stop the clock. Just those little nuanceful things of football make it. They call it a game of inches for a reason.
Details, details, details. And then, of course, Martell Hughes had an interception.
Arizona State is now wearing 41.
That would have ended that drive, and Prince Dorva was offsides. Again, it's just the knack of this team to get penalized at the worst possible moments. And Arizona's on the board, and they will get the second half kickoff. 7-3 ASU. But in general, broader terms, kudos to the Sun Devil defense that has held this high-powered Arizona offense, averaging just under 34 points a game, the third highest scoring offense in the Big 12, to just that field goal here in the first half.
Yeah, again, though, I go back to officiating on that. I mean, just stopping the clock with 7 seconds.
That was a play that, to me, just didn't warrant a review. As the kickoff by Ian Wagner is yet another touchback. And so the Sun Devils will have to snap the ball once before this half comes to an end.
You know, rivalry games are big enough, but when you kind of get the feeling that, you don't want the officials to be part of the game. They should be seen, heard from, but not discussed.
Well put. I was going to say almost heard but not seen.
Right?
That same.
Yeah. You want them out there. They do a great job.
Yeah, absolutely. But
situational awareness on their part too is an issue.
And I can't believe Jeff Sims is lining up in the shotgun for this last snap, but he takes a knee, and on that note, the first half will come to an end as the Sun Devils will take a 7-3 lead to the locker room at halftime. Some chirping going on. One of the Arizona linemen is kind of chirping toward the ASU sideline, and his teammate, Jay Bound, telling him to turn around and walk to the locker room as the Sun Devils will head to the locker room leading 7-3. It's been a rock fight here in this first half, in this 99th renewal of the Territorial Cup rivalry between Arizona State and the University of Arizona, with the Sun Devils leading it 7-3. A Jeff Sims 27-yard touchdown run early in the second quarter, capping off a 90-yard scoring drive after Arizona dominated the first quarter, but twice was stymied in the red zone. As Kevin Turner is still waiting to try to talk to Kenny Dillingham, but Kenny is in conversation with about 4 of the officials as he is walking off the field. Be curious to know what that's all about.
Well, I think what they're really talking to him about is the situation on that last play where they elected to do a review, fourth and a half a yard. Like I said, the Wildcats would have had to run a play. There's 8 or 9 seconds left, spike it, and then run the field goal team back out there.
Boy, just a questionable decision there to review that play, and it helped get Arizona their first 3 points of the ball game. We have reached halftime here at Mountain America Stadium, and our score is ASU 7 and the Arizona Wildcats 3. And Jeff Munn will have our halftime report after we take a break on the Mountain America Credit Union Sun Devil Radio Network.
Coors Light presents To Chill or Not to Chill, when your friend skips your favorite song on the playlist. End of friendship. Or choose chill because that song lives rent-free in your head anyway. And you're planned ahead by bringing Coors Light to the party. And the sound of that ice-cold can cracking open was music to your ears already. Coors Light. Choose chill. Celebrate responsibly. 2024 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado.
Go light with a Devil's Halo Lager or bold with a Huss IPA. Huss Brewing is the official craft beer of Sun Devil Athletics. Proudly served on draft or in cans across Mountain America Stadium, including the new Huss Hideout on Level 3 of the Upper East Side. Whether you're tailgating or in the stands, nothing hits like a cold Devil's Halo Lager or Huss IPA. Devil's Halo. Every sip supports a Sun Devil student athlete. Now that's a win on and off the field. Cheers to the Sun Devils. 21 and older, please enjoy responsibly. Huss Brewing Company. Tempe brewed, Sun Devil proud.
Business owners with fleet vehicles need a tax write-off before 2025 ends? The Section 179 accelerated depreciation deduction allows you to write off the full purchase price of qualifying vehicles over $1 million in 2025. And there's never been a better time. The commercial truck super sale is live at Tim Hovic's Santan Ford. Every Super Duty, Transit, Chassis Cab, and Specialty Upfit is priced to move now. Upgrade your business. Cut your tax bill. Only at Tim Hovic's Santan Ford. Restrictions may apply. See dealer for details.
Recalculating. When you're hungry, even your GPS starts judging you. Circle K can help reroute your whole day. There's the $4 meal deal, breakfast sandwich, monster and hash brown, or the $5 pizza meal deal, 2 hot slices and a Coke. Whatever your route or your mood, Circle K's got the fuel. Swing by a participating Circle K today or visit CircleK.com for details. For moments like these, Circle K makes your day.
You're listening to the Devil's Halo Halftime Report. Brought to you by Huss Brewing Company. Devil's Halo, the official craft brew of Sun Devil football. Every sip supports a Sun Devil student athlete. Now here's Jeff Munn.
It wouldn't be a territorial cup without some bizarre happenings and a little controversy. And we welcome you to the halftime show from Mountain America Stadium, Frank Cush Field. ASU leads the U of A 7-3 at the half. So how did the first half go? Arizona had 3 early possessions that got deep in ASU territory, came up with no points out of it, a fumble, a missed field goal, a blocked field goal. Arizona State's offense was slow in starting. When it finally got rolling, of course, they did go down the field and score a touchdown on their 4th possession. Then you got to fast forward to the end of the half, and the decision by the officiating crew to review a catch, stop the clock with 7 seconds to go. They play on the field, a catch was confirmed, and it also gave Arizona, who was out of timeouts at that point, a chance to set up their field goal unit to kick a field goal that put them on the scoreboard. So it's where we are, 7-3 at the half. Arizona's gained 164 yards total offense. The Devils 118. Raleek Brown with a couple of nice runs, including one for 28 yards to set up that scoring drive. 7 carries for 42 yards. Jeff Sims, of course, scored the touchdown on a 27-yard run. In terms of throwing the football, Sims has only thrown it 12 times, and his leading receiver is out with an injury. Jordan Tyson, 2 catches, 22 yards. Noah Fafita on the other side, 15 of 22, 146 yards. And Chris Hudson has been his main target, 4 catches for 60 yards. So we're not much closer to getting an idea of who's going to win the Territorial Cup or what ASU's fate is going to be after tonight than we were when we started. It's 7-3 ASU at the half, and we're back with a check of the scoreboard as our halftime show continues from Tempe right after this on the Mountain America Credit Union Sun Devil Radio Network.
If you don't have gas in your home, but something doesn't smell good. Ew, what's that smell? If it smells like rotten eggs, there could be a leak in your neighborhood. Now what do I do? If you suspect a leak, move fast, call 911 and Southwest Gas. From a safe location. But I don't have natural gas in my home. Gas lines are buried all around, so even if you don't have gas, I know, call 911 and Southwest Gas.
O'Reilly.
Check engine, ABS, or maintenance light on? Take the guesswork out of your warning lights with O'Reilly Veriscan. The service is free and provides a report with solutions verified by ASE certified master technicians. And if you need help, we could recommend a shop for you. Ask for O'Reilly Veriscan today.
O'Reilly Auto Parts. Forks up, Sun Devils, because as the number one selling truck brand in Arizona, we know who tops the leaderboards. Yep, Paul Calvisi here for your Arizona Ford dealers, proud partners of Sun Devil Athletics. Hey, we're a two Ford family, and at ASU, being the best isn't just the goal, it's the standard, and Ford knows exactly what that means. For 48 years and counting, the Ford F-Series has been the best-selling truck in America. From the iconic Ford F-150 to the powerhouse Super Duty, Ford trucks deliver the strength, the capability, and performance to lead the way. So pull up for an ASU game, cruise through campus, or ride off into the desert. Just keep choosing the truck brand that's made being number one a tradition. Only at your Arizona Ford dealers, proud partners of Sun Devil Athletics. Based on S&P Global Mobility Retail U.S. new vehicle registrations for the truck vehicle type CYTD October 2024, based on 1977 to 2024 CY industry reported total sales.
Back at halftime at Mountain America Stadium, a 7-3 ASU lead. Jeff Munn with your halftime show, and let's check out the rest of the top 25 scoreboard. Obviously, this is Friday, so not everybody is in action. 7 minutes to go in West Lafayette. Second-ranked Indiana all over Purdue, 56-3. 8:55 to go in Austin. This is interesting. 12th or 16th rated Texas leads third-rated Texas A&M. 20-17, a Texas A&M loss creates a little bit of chaos in regards to the SEC championship and the CFP picture. Earlier today, fourth-rated Georgia wins in Atlanta over number 23 Georgia Tech 16-9. Seventh-rated Ole Miss wins at Mississippi State 38-19. And the game of most interest for Sun Devil fans occurred today in Lawrence. 13th-rated Utah, a 21-point fourth quarter to defeat Kansas 31-21. So the tiebreaker scenario is basically first order of business. ASU's got to win this game. Then they got to get some help from BYU in a roundabout way. The UCF Knights have to beat BYU tomorrow. Then you're talking about a different scenario. And Texas Tech needs to lose at West Virginia. So the chances are slim, but the Devils, if they win tonight, keep those hopes alive. Tomorrow's schedule has top-ranked Ohio State at number 15, Michigan. 5th-rated Texas Tech at West Virginia. 12th-rated Miami at number 22, Pittsburgh. We mentioned 11th-ranked BYU hosting UCF. 6th-rated Oregon at Washington. LSU at number 8, Oklahoma. 14th-rated Vanderbilt at number 19, Tennessee. 18th-rated Virginia hosting Virginia Tech. 10th-rated Alabama at Auburn. UCLA plays at number 17, USC. 24th-ranked Tulane hosts Charlotte. 21st-ranked SMU is at California. And number 9, Notre Dame plays the late-night snack game at Stanford. Right here, ASU leads the U of A 7-3. Checking the Big 12 board and an ASU athletics update that's pretty good today. And we'll have it for you next on the Sun Devil Radio Network.
I needed to chill. I started feeling paranoid, hearing things, losing touch. Turns out, even recreational drug use can trigger something called first episode psychosis, or FEP. It's not always the cause, but it can make symptoms worse fast.
Feel it, name it, face it. No shame, just strength. FEP is treatable and help is here. Go to learnmorefep.org. That's learnmorefep.org.
Hey, Sun Devil fans, get ready for another rockin' season with a better tasting, healthier protein shake. Rockin' Protein. Whether you enjoy hiking, jogging, working out, or simply cheering on your Sun Devils, you need Rockin' Protein. Locally made right here in Arizona, this high-quality protein shake helps you get the results you want. And it's made with real Shamrock Farms milk, so it tastes delicious with no chalky aftertaste. Look for it in the dairy cooler. Rockin' Protein, proud partner of Sun Devil Athletics. Forks up.
Dan Bickley, Vince Marotta, Bickley and Marotta Mornings.
I love this show. This is the greatest show in the history of radio.
Ron Wolfley, Luke Lipinski, Wolf and Luke Middays.
Don't waste all your best material this early in the show.
Boom!
Because I want people to keep listening.
Dave Burns, John Gambadoro, Burns and Gambo Afternoons.
Are you ready for this? All right, let's go.
Arizona Sports is the local sports leader and the only place you can watch, read, and listen to Arizona's biggest sports personalities on 98.7 and the Arizona Sports app.
Sending or reading a text while driving takes your eyes off the road for an average of 5 seconds. At 55 miles per hour, that equates to driving the length of a football field with your eyes closed. People who text and drive are 23 times more likely to get into a car accident. Devils don't drive distracted. Forks and eyes up. This is a message from the Governor's Office of Highway Safety, a proud partner of Sun Devil Athletics.
Back at halftime at Mountain America Stadium, a 7-3 ASU lead. The Big 12 scoreboard, besides the games already mentioned, and everything else is tomorrow. Houston at Baylor, Colorado at Kansas State, Iowa State at Oklahoma State, and Cincinnati plays at TCU. Everything tomorrow goes in the daytime. I should have mentioned that earlier. UCF and BYU, which figures into the Big 12 tiebreaker scenarios, kicks tomorrow morning at 11 a.m. Arizona time. Texas Tech at West Virginia an hour earlier at 10 a.m. Arizona time. Now to the ASU athletic calendar. It's already been a pretty good day. Molly Miller's Sun Devils women's basketball improve to 7-0 as they defeat Little Rock today, 59-41. They'll meet Southeast Missouri State tomorrow evening as the ASU Thanksgiving tournament continues at Desert Financial Arena. Be a 6:30 p.m. tip-off. You can get your tickets at thesundevils.com. Sun Devil Radio Network coverage starts with countdown to tip-off at 6 p.m. Then over at Mullet Arena, quite the afternoon of hockey. Ohio State took a 2-1 lead into the third period. The Devils tied it with a goal in the third period. And then Cruz Lucius scored the game winner in overtime, a minute 13 into the extra session, and Arizona State defeats Ohio State 3-2 in college hockey. Those two teams will meet again tomorrow, and of course the Devils will be going for a sweep of the Buckeyes at Mullet Arena. Tickets available at thesundevils.com. Radio coverage available too. So if you're going to the game or not, have your earbuds handy and catch Tyler Paley and Alex Coyle with the call. They'll get things underway with the pregame show at 4:30. The opening faceoff will be at 5. And tomorrow at Desert Financial Arena at 11 a.m., it's Sun Devil Volleyball, the regular season finale against West Virginia for the back-to-back Big 12 champions of head coach J.J. Van Neal. Senior day, of course. We'd love to see a big crowd in attendance to salute a group of Sun Devil student-athletes who have really excelled the last 2 years. They will wrap up the regular season tomorrow at 11 a.m. Then the NCAA Volleyball Committee will announce its selections for the NCAA tournament on Sunday. That'll be in the afternoon. It'll be televised on ESPN. Can't make any solid predictions, but you can pretty well expect that Arizona State is probably not going to have to pack its suitcases for the first weekend of the NCAA volleyball tournament. Men's basketball gets a well-deserved break after a strong showing in Maui. They do not resume play until a week from tomorrow when they take on Oklahoma at Mortgage Matchup Center. Sun Devil Radio Network coverage next Saturday night starts at 7:30 with a tip-off at 8. Devils up 4, but it's in a back-and-forth game, and it figures to go that same way the final 20 minutes, or final 30 minutes. And Tim Healy and Jeff Van Rapport call it for you next on the Sun Devil Radio Network.
Are you the ultimate Sun Devil football fan? Enter now for your chance to win a VIP Territorial Cup experience complete with exclusive pre- and live game access. Enter now at gofevo.com/ASU Thrive. That's GOFEVO.com/ASU THRIVE. Presented by Sun Devil Athletics, Arizona Ford dealers, and ASU license plates. No purchase or payment of any kind is necessary to enter or win. A purchase or payment will not increase an entrant's chance of winning. Void where prohibited by law. Must be 21 years of age or older to enter. Ticket offer is subject to availability and while supplies last.
All right. It's a beautiful day for football here at the stadium, and we're just about ready for kickoff. Score 0-0. And suddenly, I'm in the mood for a Coke Zero Sugar. Real Coke taste, zero sugar. Now that's a winning combo. Yeah, Crisp, refreshing, that hits the spot. When it comes to great taste, Coke Zero Sugar's always on the scoreboard. Coke Zero Sugar. Real Coke taste, zero sugar.
Everyone needs a checking account, so get the one with built-in benefits to complement your unique lifestyle. Mountain America's My Style Checking has perks no one can pass up. You'll enjoy sizzling restaurant deals, peace of mind mobile phone protection, timely telehealth access, built-in identity protection, and clutch loan rate discounts. Make My Style your lifestyle at Mountain America Credit Union. Visit macu.com/mystyle. Insured by NCAA. Membership required based on eligibility. Some benefits require no cost registration or activation. Terms, conditions, and exclusions apply.
This season, crack open the taste of Tempe with Huss Brewing, the official craft beer of Sun Devil Athletics. Whether you're tailgating or in the stands, nothing hits like a cold Devil's Halo Lager or Huss IPA. Find them on draft or grab a can throughout Mountain America Stadium, or stop by and see us in the new Huss hideout on level 3 of the Upper East Side. Best of all, every sip supports a Sun Devil student athlete. Great beer for a great cause. 21 or older, please drink responsibly. Huss Brewing Company. Tempe brewed, Sun Devil proud.
Sun Devil Football, ESPN 620 AM.
Back on the field, the Arizona Wildcat team now heading out onto the field from their locker room area, the visitors' locker room in the northeast corner of Mountain America Stadium. It's halftime. ASU with a 7-3 lead over the slightly favored Arizona Wildcats in this 99th renewal of the Duel in the Desert, the Territorial Cup rivalry between the Sun Devils and the Wildcats. The Territorial Cup, of course, the oldest rivalry game trophy in American college football. And it goes to the winner of this game, the Sun Devils, trying to keep it right here in Tempe. And Arizona trying to take it back to Tucson with a win. If they win, it'll be their third victory in the last 4 years of this rivalry. Although Arizona State has won overall 6 of the last 8 meetings and 10 of the last 15. Now the Sun Devils heading back onto the field along with Jeff Van Raphorst and Kevin Turner. I'm Tim Healy. In the first half, Arizona outgained ASU 164 yards to 118, mostly through the air, as the Wildcats have thrown for 146 of their 164 yards. Arizona, in 20 carries, has a net of just 18 rushing yards. They're averaging less than a yard per carry. ASU has outrushed the Cats 77 yards to 18. Raleek Brown, the leading rusher, 7 carries, 42 yards. Jeff Sims has completed 6 of 12 passes for 41 yards and an interception, and he has also run for the only touchdown of the game, a 27-yard run by Sims that capped a 90-yard drive for the Sun Devils early in the second quarter, as Arizona will get the second half kickoff. As we go down now, and let's check in with our sideline reporter, Kevin Turner.
Hey guys, I just got done talking to Cunningham, and the concern he had, it wasn't just that they stopped the clock, it allowed Arizona set up in their field goal position, which gave them the 3 points. But I asked him, what was the message to the boys at the half? He said, it's very simple. He said, 30 minutes, give everything you have on every play, and we'll win the game.
Time now to get Kevin's halftime adjustments, powered by Great Wolf Lodge. KT, how do the Devils get that win in the second half?
Well, I think you got to go back to just smash mouth football. You got to run the football right down their throat. You got to lean on them. I think the defense is doing a fine job on the defensive side. We're winning the turnover battle, but we've got to win the margin. So I think in the second half, it's the little things. It's the Prince Dorba jumping off sides. We can't have these silly penalties at opportune moments. So we got to clean up our act, definitely in the second half, win the turnover battle, and run the ball down their throats.
Those are Kevin Turner's halftime adjustments, powered by Great Wolf Lodge. College football families, plan your next getaway at Great Wolf Lodge, Arizona, where indoor water park fun meets family adventure. Use promo code TOUCHDOWN to save up to 30%. Book by December 31st at greatwolf.com. Javen Watley and running back Quincy Craig are both back deep, awaiting the kickoff of Jesus Gomez. Jesus had a 49-yard field goal try late in the first half, hit the upright, whereas Arizona's place kicker Michael Salgado Medina missed from 49 yards and then had another field goal blocked before he finally hit one late in the first half that got the Wildcats on the board. Gomez kicks it away, and the second half is underway as Javen Watley calls for and makes a fair catch of the kickoff at around the 4-yard line on the far side of the field. And the Cats will go to work from their 25-yard line. Arizona will be going left to right across your radio dial. They'll be attacking the south end zone of Sun Devil. That's my first biff of the day. Mountain America Stadium here in the third quarter.
You wonder, we know what Kenny said to his players, kind of wonder what the Wildcat message was from an offense that moved the ball pretty well, just inefficiently in the red zone, couldn't put it in, and they're probably just messages, let's just finish each play.
First and 10 from the 25. Handoff to Ismail Mahdi, and Mahdi is brought down after a short gain. Nice play by Justin Watley, who wrapped him up and tackled him after a 2-yard gain to the 27.
Yeah, nice job by C.J. Fight at point of attack between center and left guard. He really penetrated right there, forced that ball to the right side.
Trips left for the U of A on second down. Fifita will throw that way. A slip screen to Gio Richardson. He heads upfield and is close to a first down. Tackled out of bounds along the Arizona sideline at the 33-yard line. It'll set up a 3rd down and 2. Kyan McDonald, the young man from Seattle, pressed into duty at a safety spot, in on the spot. 3rd and about 1.5 yards. Fifita hands the ball off, and Mahdi is dropped for a loss. And Kyan McDonald was one of those in on the play, as too was former Wildcat Jacob Rich Kangaika and tackle C.J. Fight. And Brent Brennan will send out the punting unit. The Devils get a 3-and-out on the U of A's first possession of the third quarter.
And they're also getting signals from the ASU coaching staff. They're waving their hands like decline, meaning we are not going to be blocking this thing at all. Telling them we don't want a roughing, we don't want anything going on. We're going to try to get a return up here. Isaac
Lovison is the U of A punter. And Zachariah Sample back at around the 20-yard line as Lovison gets off a high, short end-over-end kick, but it takes an Arizona roll, and boy does it take an Arizona roll as it goes all the way inside the 5-yard line and is downed at the 3. That's a 63-yard punt for Isaac Lovison.
Yeah, but that was it was such a bad punt. I know Sample got the safe call, but boy, you got to get up and try to fair catch that if you can. That was probably 25, what do you think, Tim, 25 yards a roll at least?
Absolutely, at least.
Kind of looked like Kevin Turner off the tee box, hits it low, and it ends up rolling.
Spotted at the 4-yard line. Sun Devils, the good news, they get a 3-and-out on the U of A's first possession, but now, once again, ASU on the business end of the field position game right now. Handoff to Rayleigh Brown on first down, and Brown gets it out past the 5 to around the 6-yard line before he is dropped among the tacklers for the U of A. Defensive end Mays Pesse. They will spot it at the 7, make it 2nd down and 7.
Yeah, Pesse, a true freshman, Tim mentioned from Santa Barbara earlier, but doing a nice job for playing a defensive end as a true freshman.
3 receivers to the left side of the formation, a pistol look, as again they give the ball to Rayleigh, and Brown bounces it outside and gets out to around the 11 or 12-yard line before he is tackled by Arizona linebacker Max Harris. And so the Sun Devils now face a 3rd down. Let's see, they spotted at the 12, so it'll be 3rd down and 2 for ASU. In the first half, ASU was 2 of 7 on 3rd down.
Jeff Sims doing a nice job of carrying his fakes out. After he's given the ball to Brown, he's still running to the left side away from the ball carrier, trying to stretch the defense.
Shotgun. Oh, the fumble. The ball is on the ground, and Arizona, I think, has recovered at the 6-yard line. The fumble recovered by linebacker Tay Brown. The very thing you knew that Jeff Sims could not do. The Devils cough it up on a mishandled handoff. It looked like Sims was undecided whether to stick it in the belly of Rayleigh Brown or keep it, and the ball popped out and ended up on the ground.
Yeah, I think Sims wanted to keep it. He's trying to pull it back out. Rayleigh is grabbing it. Rayleigh's got to just let the quarterback read that out. I think that was going to end up being a play-action pass or some kind of, it looked like some kind of RPO option there, but that indecision in the backfield gives the Wildcats their best starting field position.
Once again, the Sun Devil defense called upon to try to bail out the offense. 1st and goal from the 6. Fafita hands the ball to Craig, and Craig is dropped for a loss. Elijah O'Neal wrapped him up at the 9-yard line. O'Neal came perilously close to grabbing a face mask, but was able to get Craig down without doing so.
Great job of keeping contained on the left side. O'Neal's left defensive end. He stays wide, turns that ball carrier back in, and big job. Brian Ward's defense has played unbelievably well. Offense has put him in a hole with a backup quarterback and with Jordan Tyson out of the game.
That's for sure. 2nd and goal at the 9. Kedrick Risano, who had 3 touchdowns last week, is in at running back. Fafita will throw on 2nd down. Throwing for the end zone, and it's caught for a touchdown by tight end Cameron Barmore. Barmore caught it at about the 2 and had the angle to take it over the goal line into the end zone for Arizona's first touchdown of the game and Barmore's first touchdown as a Wildcat. And the U of A has taken the lead 3.5 minutes into the 3rd quarter.
Barmore lines up just behind right tackle. He's offset like in an H position. And Fafita comes out, looks to the left, and then he comes back to Barmore. Crook was right there in coverage. Crook just lost his balance a little right at the end, couldn't knock it down.
The extra point attempt by Salgado Medina is good. And Arizona takes the lead for the first time tonight at 10-7. The Sun Devil fumble at the ASU 6-yard line gifted the U of A their first touchdown of the game as we take a timeout on the Mountain America Credit Union Sun Devil Radio Network.
Hi, Jan from Toyota here to let you know that Toyotathon is on. And what better way to get in the spirit of the season than with a new Toyota, like RAV4, Grand Highlander, and Corolla Cross. But to really get in the spirit, let's sing about it. So without further ado, driving through the snow in a new RAV4, hooray! To the slopes we go in a Highlander for a ski day. A Camry to get hot cocoa, tubing with a Tundra makes the kids go loco. Oh, what fun it is to make holiday wishes come true. Toyotathon, Toyotathon, Toyotathon is on. Oh, what fun it is to drive a new Toyota today. Hey, presto, a new holiday classic. All right, let's sing it again.
Dealer inventory may vary. Current offers on these vehicles end December 1st. Offers are subject to change throughout Toyotathon, which ends on January 5th. See your participating Toyota dealer for details.
Have you guys tried these holiday cookies? So good.
Toyota, let's go places.
College football fans, Chris Fowler here with the play call. This season, go for Dose with ice-cold refreshing Dos Equis. It's more than a single play, it's a mindset. Think of it as a 2-point conversion for real life. Taking the risk, making the bold move. Whenever we get the chance to go big, we take it. On the field and off, always go for Dose with Dos Equis.
Enjoy Dos Equis responsibly. Copyright 2024 Dos Equis Lager Especial Beer. Imported by Cervezas Mexicanas, White Plains, New York.
Sun Devil Football, ESPN 620 AM.
WWW, you need help with painting. That's kind of the strategy that Christy and I did. We went to the web and we found Coleman Painting. We wanted them to bring our home designs to life. Painting's more than just adding paint. Coleman's going to specialize in interiors, exteriors, cabinet flooring, epoxy finishes. We need some stain on the wood as well. So they got 20 years of experience, dedicated crews, and if you need anything beyond that, they have a temperature-controlled finishing warehouse. Coleman Painting was our choice. Give them a call. Coleman Painting. Well, that last fumble was a mesh point fumble between Rayleigh Brown and Jeff Sims. Rayleigh Brown is behind Jeff Sims. Jeff Sims gets a shotgun snap, opens up, and Sims has two hands on the ball. It's placed in the belly of Rayleigh Brown. And Rayleigh needs to be patient, not grab for the ball, because Jeff Sims has the ability to pull it back out of his belly should he want to. That's why they call it run-pass option. And looked like both players kind of fighting on that ball. The other thing that happens sometimes in an I set like that, when one's behind the others, there's not enough spacing between the two players, so you're really close. Your knees are close to their knees, and that's kind of, I wonder if that got into the equation a little bit.
Yeah, it's a good job explaining it. And that's a catastrophic play that has hurt the Sun Devils. Boy, they have now turned the ball over 6 times in the last 2 ball games. A month ago, Arizona State was +5 in turnover ratio. They entered this game even. Jaron Hamilton fields the kickoff about a yard deep in the end zone, and he makes a fair catch of Ian Wagner's kickoff, and it's a touchback. And the Devils will go to work from their 25-yard line with 11:36 remaining in the third quarter. And time for Sims to just put that one behind him and bounce back. That is the first time this year, by the way, that the Sun Devils have allowed a touchdown off of a turnover. They had only allowed 9 points off turnovers all season, 3 field goals. Kanye Udo, interestingly, is in at running back to begin this series, which starts at the 25-yard line of Arizona State.
Eusebio's a compressed formation to the left with the tight end on the left.
Here's Udo running right up the middle and doesn't get very far. Tries to move the pile forward, but they blow the whistle for forward progress. They're going to stop it at the 27 after a short gain of 2 yards. Among the tacklers, Dominic Lolesio, sophomore defensive end for Arizona. It'll be second down and 8 from the 27-yard line, and now Rayleigh Brown replaces Udo at running back with 3 receivers lined up to the right side of the formation. Low snap, Sims fields it, throws the pass over the middle, incomplete. Tried to hit Jalen Moss. And Moss has his hands outstretched, wondering, like, what the heck's going on there? Boy, some of the incompletions tonight have just not looked good at all.
You got a slant wheel combination in the boundary. So the receiver runs a slant route, so he's in breaking. The running back comes out towards the sidelines and wheels down the sidelines. He elected to go inside to the slant route. Last week at Colorado, they hit Raleigh on that wheel route for a touchdown.
So it's a third down play, 3rd and 8. Pressure coming on Sims. He throws to the near side of the field. It's a one-on-one battle, and the pass is incomplete. Jalen Moss was the intended receiver, and Dalton Johnson was the safety and coverage for the U of A, and Moss unable to gather it in, and the Devils go 3 and out.
Yeah, Danny Gonzalez brought pressure that time. He brought 7 and was able to get Jeff Sims under, backing up, trying to throw it to his left. The blitz percentage for the Wildcats this year is 48%. They like to bring it a lot. Ironically, they don't blitz as much in the red zone, but they like to blitz outside of the red zone.
Canyon Floyd with the punt. A spiraling kick fielded at the 29 by Luke Wysong, and Wysong has room up the far sideline. He's to midfield and is pumped out of bounds in ASU territory inside the 45-yard line by Blazin Lono Wong. A 38-yard punt, but an excellent return for Wysong. And he gets the ball into Sun Devil territory, and they will spot it close to the 40-yard line, it appears, of Arizona State when we return with 10:40 to go in the third quarter, and Arizona now leading the game 10-7. Timeout here on the Mountain America Credit Union Sun Devil Radio Network.
Every day, community, supporting, giving. Every day at APS, we support Arizona community organizations and our customers, giving back to help Arizona teachers, nonprofits, and families, volunteering to support and strengthen neighborhoods, working with local partners to provide customers with crisis assistance and other services when they need it most. To help your community or find assistance for yourself or someone you know, visit aps.com/brighter. This ad is funded by Pinnacle West shareholders.
Business owners with fleet vehicles need a tax write-off before 2025 ends? The Section 179 accelerated depreciation deduction allows you to write off the full purchase price of qualifying vehicles, over $1 million in 2025. And there's never been a better time. The Commercial Truck Super Sale is live at Tim Hovik Santan Ford. Every Super Duty, Transit, Chassis Cab, and Specialty Upfit is priced to move now. Upgrade your business. Cut your tax bill. Only at Tim Hovik Santan Ford. Restrictions may apply. See dealer for details.
All right. It's a beautiful day for football here at the stadium, and we're just about ready for kickoff. Score 0-0. And suddenly, I'm in the mood for a Coke Zero Sugar. Real Coke taste, zero sugar. Now that's a winning combo. Yeah, crisp, refreshing. That hits the spot. When it comes to great taste, Coke Zero Sugar's always on the scoreboard. Coke Zero Sugar. Real Coke taste, zero sugar.
Sun Devil Football, ESPN 620 AM.
Score big with Venezia's New York-style pizza. Visit us at 7 Valley locations, as well as the East and West concessions of Mountain America Stadium, or swing by Pizza Presto at Sun Devil Marketplace before the big game. Every bite is as satisfying as a Sun Devil win. Order now at venezias.com. To say the least, an inauspicious start to the second half for Arizona State after the Sun Devil defense got a 3-and-out on the Wildcats' opening possession of this third quarter. The ensuing ASU punt backed the Devils up to their 6-yard line, and then the catastrophic fumble, the missed mesh point on the handoff between Jeff Sims and Ray Lake Brown, a fumble. Arizona recovered at the 6-yard line and then took it in for a touchdown moments later on a pass from Noah Fafita to Cameron Barmore. And now the Wildcats, after a punt return, have great field position at the ASU 45-yard line, 1st and 10. Kedrick Risano is in at running back for the U of A.
Fafita changed the play against cover 2. Look for them to run the ball here.
They fake the run. Fafita drops back, throws the pass to the near side of the field, and it's caught by Trey Spivey, and he is tackled at around the 37-yard line. Montana Warren, the primary tackler. The gain to the 35, and it looks like it's going to be a first down for Arizona, and it will be.
Curl on the right side got inside release on the corner, got up, and it was a 2-deep safety. Just ran that curl route, picked up the first down again to the right side. A lot of passes going that way.
Trey Spivey, another Hamilton High School product.
Fade route left
action.
side.
Here's Fafita thrown to the far side of the field. That's caught by Spivey at the 30, and then he tries to head back upfield, and Keith Abney trying to drag him down short of the first down marker, and does so. But it's still a gain of around 8 yards as Jacob Rich Kangaika, the former Arizona Wildcat, also over to assist on the play.
Sun Devils, the way that they're playing the defense, they're really putting their corners on an island. The guys are holding up really pretty well. Javon Robinson, Keith Abney, got a backup safety in there, starting wide receivers out, starting quarterback out. Chance for somebody else to make a play.
2nd down and 2 from the 27 off play fake. Fafita drops back, being pressured by 3 Sun Devils, and he has to turn and just throw it away over the far sideline. The ball lands just in front of the stands past the 20-yard line. Prince Dorba and Elijah O'Neal were bringing the heat on Fafita that time. And so now it is 3rd down and 2 from the ASU 27. U of A 50% tonight, 6 of 12 on 3rd down.
You can kind of see Fafita's experience right there. He gets pressure. He's going to take, instead of taking a 15-yard loss, throws it out of bounds, but he had the presence of mind to throw it past the line of scrimmage so it's not grounding.
2 tight ends in for Arizona. Risano, the running back. Risano gets the carry, and he's stuffed. Dropped for a loss. Back at the 30-yard line. And again, the Sun Devil defense rises to the occasion. Elijah O'Neal, Martell Hughes among those in on the tackle. The loss back to the 30, and it will force the U of A to try another field goal.
Well, if you're a fan of ASU, you're loving what you're seeing from the defense. Their drive, their angles were great. A lot of hand signals going on before that play. Keyshawn Elliott making sure guys knew where their assignments were, and they did a nice job of slanting to the left side.
This will be a 48-yard try for Salgado Medina from the middle of the field. There's the snap. Kicks on its way, heading downfield, and it is no good. Wide to the right. Salgado Medina misses for the 3rd time tonight. Actually, 2 misses and 1 blocked. And so the Sun Devils dodge a bullet there, and with 8:32 remaining in the 3rd quarter, the deficit remains just 3 points. Timeout with our score, Arizona 10, Arizona State 7, here on the Mountain America Credit Union Sun Devil Radio Network.
Sun Devil Athletics is proud to partner with the Roman Empire Agency to deliver a state-of-the-art sensory room inside of Mountain America Stadium. This sensory room will be open to fans of all ages during Sun Devil football games. Located inside the Carson Student Athlete Center in the south end zone, the sensory room provides fans a break from the game day action while serving as an enhanced study room for Sun Devil Athletics student athletes throughout the year. Visit the game day guide on sundevils.com or romanempireagency.com to learn more. Go Devils!
Hey son, what you doing?
Looking around for jobs, offices, 9 to 5. I don't want anything boring.
You know, Brian's son is in the Phoenix Police Academy. Pretty sure he's not bored.
I never thought of that.
Check out joinphxpd.com and take a look.
Over 80 specialty details like detective and canine handler. What else? Dignitary protection, 911 operator? They have aviation and dive team jobs?
Rise to serve. Find more today at joinphxpd.com. Protect and serve with the elite.
Sponsored by the City of Phoenix.
Check it out. At Gila River Resorts and Casinos, no one does it better. So, make a splash. Taste all the flavors. Pop in bottles all night long. And shake it till you break it. However you do you. No one lets you take it to a legendary status like we do. Gila River Resorts and Casinos. You do you.
Sun Devil Football, ESPN 620 AM.
Circle K makes your day. Sign up for Inner Circle Rewards on the Circle K app and score 25 cents off per gallon on your first 5 fill-ups, plus exclusive discounts on food, drinks, and more. How about this Sun Devil defense? In tonight's game, the U of A has rushed the ball 24 times for a net of 14 yards. They are averaging just over a half yard per rush attempt. And the Sun Devil offense, with a couple of costly turnovers and an inability to move the football, has put the defense in so many difficult situations, and that defense has just competed and been able to hold Arizona to 10 points, although the 10 points right now are enough to have the Wildcats up by 3, a 10-7 game, with still half of the third quarter left to be played here. The ASU offense heading back onto the field. And once again, it will be Rayleigh Brown at running back. Jalen Moss is split to the left side. Kamari Anderson and Malik McClain flank to the right. As they give the ball to Brown, trying to turn the corner. Rayleigh turns the corner and is ridden out of bounds by Tay Brown, close to a first down at the 38-yard line, a gain of 8. Riley Wilson also over there for Arizona.
Sometimes as a defender, you don't realize how fast somebody is. I mean, they had Rayleigh pinned inside. He was so fast, he was able to break contain, lose ground, go towards the Wildcat sidelines, turn it up and get 8 yards. And that was all into the boundary side of the field pretty much.
And we note that Makua Pule is now in at left guard for the Sun Devils on this 2nd down and 2. Again, it's Brown, and Rayleigh slips out of a tackle, still fighting for yardage. He's got the first down out past the 40, and they're going to spot him near the 43 as Genesis Smith made the stop for Arizona. They'll spot it, we'll call it the 42. In either event, it's a first down for ASU.
Yeah, take a look, though. Watch Wade Helton, because he got up late. He's limping. He's the center. If I'm the Cats, I attack right there, because he did not look like he was real healthy.
Jaron Hamilton is in the game as a wide receiver. On first down off play action, Sims drops back with time. He's going deep for Turbo, and the ball is intercepted. Intercepted by safety Trayden Stukes at the 6-yard line. And Stukes goes down there.
Interception by the defense. First down, Arizona.
The 3rd turnover of the night for Arizona State.
You know, that's a decision he probably made a little bit too soon. It was a backside post route or climb route. It's covered, but the defender does a better job of attacking the ball. ASU's running stride by stride with him, and you've got Hamilton right there, but he never elevates. He allows Stukes to jump over his back, high point the ball, make the interception. If you're a quarterback, No offense, but you kind of go back and you're a little bit you're flat pissed is what you are. I'm just not going to try to find the right word.
That's the fourth interception for Stooks. It's 10-7 Arizona. Timeout on the Sun Devil Radio Network.
College football fans, Chris Fowler here with the play call. This season, go for Dose with ice-cold, refreshing Dos Equis. It's more than a single play. It's a mindset. Think of it as a 2-point conversion for real life. Taking the risk, making the bold move. Whenever we get the chance to go big, we take it. On the field and off, always go for Dose with Dos Equis.
Enjoy Dos Equis responsibly. Copyright 2024 Dos Equis Lager Especial Beer. Imported by Cervezas Mexicanas, White Plains, New York.
Business owners with fleet vehicles need a tax write-off before 2025 ends? The Section 179 accelerated depreciation deduction allows you to write off the full purchase price of qualifying vehicles over $1 million in 2025. And there's never been a better time. The Commercial Truck Super Sale is live at Tim Hovik Santan Ford. Every Super Duty, Transit, Chassis Cab, and Specialty Upfit is priced to move now. Upgrade your business. Cut your tax bill. Only at Tim Hovik Santan Ford. Restrictions may apply. See dealer for details.
Everyone needs a checking account, so get the one with built-in benefits to complement your unique lifestyle. Mountain America's My Style Checking has perks no one can pass up. You'll enjoy sizzling restaurant deals, peace of mind mobile phone protection, timely telehealth access, built-in identity protection, and clutch loan rate discounts. Make My Style your lifestyle at Mountain America Credit Union. Visit macu.com/mystyle. Insured by NCAA. Membership required based on eligibility. Some benefits require no cost registration or activation. Terms, conditions, and exclusions apply.
Sun Devil Football, ESPN 620 AM.
Arizona they're number one for something, right? It's broken windshields. Think about all the damage the rocks are doing to the front of your car, side of your car. You're driving around the valley, and everything's getting dinged up. For our SUV, we chose a pit stop detailing in Scottsdale after seeing the great job they did on a friend's vehicle with a custom wrap. Whether you're looking to have your car detailed or you're looking to have it customized with ceramic coating to protect it, let the crew at Pit Stop bring your ideas to life. We chose to visit them in Scottsdale, but you can also visit them and let them come to you. So it's azdetailing.com for a free quote. Pit Stop, azdetailing.com.
A spectacular interception by Arizona safety Traden Stooks on that deep throw intended for Jaron Hamilton. And Arizona will take possession at its own 6-yard line, leading 10-7 with 7:17 remaining in the third quarter.
Yeah, what'd you think about that play, though, Tim, right? I mean, it's just a one-on-one ball. And
I agree with you. Hamilton, I think, has to make more effort to, if not catch the ball, just at least try to prevent Stooks from doing the same. On first down, Fafita on a design run runs into the back of his own blocker and is dropped after about a 1.5 gain as Blazin Lono Wong made the tackle at the 7-yard line.
Yeah, but I thought Jordan Crooks did a great job. They tried a trap. They brought the tight end from left to right, tried to kick out Crooks. Crooks stood it up, forced that ball back up inside, and nice job of attacking the blocker.
Second down and 9 from the 7. Empty formation. Fafita at his goal line throws a deep cross and it's caught for a first down by Hudson out at the 23-yard line. A 16-yard gain. Javen Robinson on the tackle.
That's a great throw. It's a good route by Hudson. He's on the right side. Initially, Fafita wants to go left. There's nothing there. He brings it back, and Hudson runs a nice square in.
Hudson, 5 catches, 75 yards tonight. Again, Fafita to throw on first down. He's going deep for Hudson this time, and it's overthrown incomplete. As Hudson and Javen Robinson were stride for stride down the near sideline, and that pass overthrown.
Yeah, Hudson raises his hand. He's going to take a break, come out now. Robinson made the tackle on the last play, just took a 60-yard run. A lot of times teams will do that. They'll take a receiver out. They'll run somebody on a deep route, try to tire him out. Let their receiver get a break.
6:14 remaining in the third. 10-7 Arizona. Second down and 10 from the 23. Fafita faked the toss, now runs up the middle and finds some room, gets tripped up by Ghost Rouser at the 28-yard line, but Fafita able to pick up 5 yards to make it 3rd and 5. And here we are at 3rd down again. Arizona, they converted on their first 4 third down opportunities, but they are just 2 for their last 9.
Yeah, and Arizona has 21 yards rushing on the game. Fafita got 4 or 5 there. They're just getting stoned at the line of scrimmage.
Empty formation with 4 receivers on the left side. Now one of them, Hudson, motions to the right. 3rd down and 5. Devils showing blitz. Fafita back to pass. He gets the throw off, and it's caught in traffic for a first down by Trey Spivey at the 35-yard line. A 7-yard gain, and Arizona first down. Montana Warren on the tackle.
Fafita, he's doing a nice job of throwing the ball from the pocket. That's where they want him to be. He's not a tall quarterback, listed at 5'10", so let's be honest, he's probably 5'9", but he's finding the crossing routes right now.
Fafita, 21 of 30, 202 yards and a touchdown. 1st and 10 from the 35. Off a play fake, a throw to the near side, incomplete. Tried to hit Chris Hunter, and Javen Robinson knocked him off his pins as the ball zipped by, incomplete.
Yeah, nice job by Montana Warren. He came on a boundary side blitz. Fafita's right-handed. He sees Montana Warren running right at him, and Fafita tries to sling it from the side underneath the blitzer. The ball sails high.
So on 2nd and 10 with 4:57 left in the 3rd. Hudson in the slot left. He's their leading pass catcher tonight and on the season. Off a play fake, they throw to Hudson. He catches it at the 40 and gets a first down upfield to the 46. A gain of 11 and an Arizona first down.
That was a run pass option. Fafita fakes the give with the running back going left to right. 2 receivers to the left. The inside receiver runs a curl route, and he just watches the defense flow towards the play or towards the fake, and he just spins it out there on a quick hitch.
Elijah O'Neal slowly checks into the lineup. Prince Dorba slowly checks out of the lineup. 1st and 10 from the the U of A 46. 3 receivers split left to the boundary side. Fafita, a straight drop back, has time, delivers far side of the field, incomplete. The intended receiver was Gio Richardson, but the pass overthrown right in front of the Arizona sideline with Keith Abney defending.
Yeah, ball's thrown high. Richardson goes up for it. Abney hits him in the legs and sends Richardson right on his back. And a little bit slow getting up, but he jogs on the field now. So you got 2 receivers to the right, tight end, a single receiver to the left. So you call this 11 personnel, 1 running back, 1 tight end, 3 wide receivers.
Kedrick Risano is in at running back. Tate Romney and Martell Hughes have checked in at linebacker for ASU.
Man-free look.
On 2nd down and 10, the play fake, the pass on the slant is caught by Chris Hunter. He's thrown to the turf by Javen Robinson at the ASU 45. A 9-yard gain. It'll set up 3rd and 1.
Wildcats want to play at tempo, but when they substitute their offensive personnel, the Sun Devils are doing a slow roll with their defensive group. The officials holding the ball, not letting them snap it until the defender gets off the field.
3rd and 1.
Tim, we've seen a lot of in routes or dig routes. I wouldn't be surprised to see a slant and go.
Risano, the setback. And here's Fafita taking off and running for the first down as he picks up about 3 yards to the 42-yard line and gets the first down. Ghost Rouser on the tackle for ASU. Arizona taking time off the clock and taking real estate off this field here, leading 10-7. We are approaching the 3-minute mark, time remaining in the 3rd quarter here. Tight end Sam Olsen goes from left to right, lines up on the right side of the formation. Fafita throwing to the near side of the field, complete to Chris Hunter. Hunter tackled by Javen Robinson with an assist from Jordan Crook at the 36-yard line, a gain of 6.
Sun Devil defense, especially the secondary, such a solid job. Yep, they're giving up chunk plays here and there, keeping the ball in front, but done a nice job individually tackling. Not a lot of busted plays, big runs for the Wildcats.
Trips left for Arizona on 2nd down. They give it to Ricino, and Ricino bulls his way to a first down as he is going to be stopped, forward progress stopped at the 31-yard line. 5 yards on the play, and again, Arizona moves the chains.
Yeah, that defense has been out there a long time. Time of possession right now, 28 minutes for the Wildcats, 14 minutes for ASU. The play differential is staggering right now. 62 plays by U of A, 36 plays by the Sun Devils.
This is what ASU usually does to its opponents. The Sun Devils have had 4 games this year with over 35 minutes time of possession. Not tonight. On 1st and 10, Fafita throwing deep to the far side of the field, and it is incomplete, intended for Trey Spivey in the end zone. Looked like Spivey caught it, but out of bounds. If that name sounds familiar, well, Trey Spivey's dad, Junior Spivey, a one-time member of the Arizona Diamondbacks. Played at Kansas State last year before transferring back to his home state. He's a product of Chandler's Hamilton High School. 2nd and 10 from the ASU 31 with 1:32 remaining in the third.
Well, almost looks like an illegal formation. The left tackle was really deep in his set.
Fafita has his pass batted away. Justin Watley again was bringing the pressure right in the face of Fafita, who backpedaled to near midfield and then had the pass deflected by Watley. Incomplete, so it'll set up 3rd down and 10 from the Arizona State 31-yard line. The Wildcats 10, the Sun Devils 7. 1:26 to go in the third quarter. The defense for the Devils has been valiant tonight. They haven't gotten a whole lot of help from their offense, which has turned it over 3 times. On 3rd down and 10, Fafita rushed from the rear and the pass incomplete. Prince Dorba brought the heat. And there's a flag on the far side of the field where they generally will call offsides. ASU has only committed 2 penalties tonight, but they've both been killers.
Illegal formation. More than 4 players in the backfield in the offense. Penalty is declined.
You know, we were talking about that left tackle being too deep. I think that's what I wonder if they got him for that. Buchanan, the left tackle, is getting a really deep set. Either that or somebody on the line was not supposed to be on the line, was a little bit too deep. Regardless, Sun Devils decline it, and they'll get a 4th down field goal attempt coming up here.
Salgado Medina, who is 1 for 4 tonight. He's missed 2, had 1 blocked, made 1. This will be a 49-yard attempt from the middle of the field. Kickoff man Ian Wagner is the holder. Ball is down. Kick is on its way, and it is good. So Salgado Medina converts with his 2nd field goal in 5 tries tonight, but it is still a 1-possession game. The Sun Devils trailing by 6, 13-7, with 1:17 left in the third quarter. And again, tip your hat to the Arizona State defense. It was a good drive by Arizona, some key 3rd down conversions, but when push came to shove, the Devils stiffened and forced the field goal try. And that has been a dicey proposition tonight for Salgado Medina.
Is now wearing 41. Number 15 is now 41.
But he makes his 2nd of the night and gives Arizona a 13-7 lead.
Kenny Dillingham, you're absolutely thrilled that scores 13-7. Double the time of possession, double the number of plays.
Man, the time of possession is just amazing. Arizona's had it for nearly 30 minutes, ASU for just under 14.
But look at the total rushing yards, Tim. When a team has that much time of possession, usually they're running the ball, pounding it on the ground, and that's not the case here.
Fair catch at the kickoff by Hamilton, and ASU will start from its 25. And to Jeff's point, Arizona tonight has run 28 plays, 28 rushes, 29 yards, and yet they have the lead.
They're -2 on turnovers. ASU with 3 turnovers, 1 fumble, 2 interceptions. Wildcats have not had an interception, 1 fumble. There was 1 interception earlier that was called back on that offsides. ASU got flagged for being offsides, but pretty clean game for Fafita.
First and 10 for the ASU offense from the 25-yard line. Here's a design run for Jeff Sims, and they swarm Sims and bring him down for a loss of 1. So they tried to go with that +1 run for Jeff Sims, and Arizona was all over it among the tacklers, linebackers Max Harris and Chase Kennedy.
I think the reality of this game is if ASU is going to win, Jeff Sims is going to have to win it with his arm, or Raleek Brown's going to have to blow something really long, get a long run. But Wildcats they're trying to really force Jeff Sims to have to throw the football.
On second down, Sims will try to throw here. His pass over the middle, that's complete, and that's a first down and more, as the catch was made by Malik McLean, and he came close to breaking loose. Finally brought down at the 42-yard line after a 17-yard gain.
Shimon Mateer's limping off the field. They got to get Harpole into the game.
Shimon Mateer, I think, only has 1 catch tonight for -4 yards. He has been one of the Sun Devils' most reliable receivers his 2 years here at ASU. And the Sun Devils may just let the clock run down to the end of the third quarter. No, they get the ball snapped before the period ends as Raleek Brown is brought down for a loss. Perhaps it would have been better if they had waited till start the fourth quarter, as
that is the end of the third quarter.
Linebacker Jabari Mann, who had a pick 6 for Arizona in their win over Baylor last week, brought down Raleek for a loss of 2 to the 40-yard line of the Sun Devils as the third quarter comes to an end. Do the Devils have a fourth quarter comeback in them to win the Territorial Cup game? We'll find out over the next 15 minutes after 3 periods of play. It's Arizona 13 and Arizona State 7 as we take a timeout on the Mountain America Credit Union Sun Devil Radio Network.
The Sun Angel Network is where business goals and athlete growth collide, connecting local companies with ASU athletes through the power of NIL. Every deal drives results for business, opportunity for athletes, and pride for Sun Devil Nation. Want to grow your brand and invest in development? Join the movement and make your business part of the win. The Sun Angel Network. Create the advantage. Activate the Valley. Go Devils!
Arizona Complete Health Plans are here for your health. From Flagstaff to Yuma and right in your neighborhood. Here for you, with coverage for you and your family. Doctors you can trust, the services you need, and programs that help your community. Arizona Complete Health is here for your health. Learn more at azcompletehealth.com. That's azcompletehealth.com.
Forks up, Sun Devil fans. Bar S, America's #1 selling hot dog brand, is a proud partner of Sun Devil Athletics. From hot dogs and sausage to bacon, lunch meat, and corn dogs, Bar S serves up an all-star lineup of mealtime and game time favorites. Craving something delicious at the stadium? Grab a Bar S pitchfork dog or a 100% beef frank and taste the tradition. Then swing by your local grocery store and bring home the flavor that fuels Sun Devil Nation. Bar S, proud partners of Sun Devil Athletics. Go Devils!
Sun Devil Football, ESPN 620 AM.
Before the fourth quarter gets underway, let's check our ChazRoberts.com top 25 scoreboard and college football action on this Black Friday. In the Big 12, 13th ranked Utah won at Kansas today, 31-21. With the Utes win, that means that the Sun Devils' slim hopes of returning to the Big 12 title game rest on their being able to rally in the fourth quarter tonight and beat Arizona, and then hoping tomorrow that favorites Texas Tech and BYU will lose their ball games. Elsewhere, fourth-ranked Georgia prevailed over number 23 Georgia Tech in a defensive battle, 16-9. Tonight in Austin, Texas, the 16th-ranked Texas Longhorns upset number 3 Texas A&M, 27-17. Earlier today, number 7 Ole Miss won the Egg Bowl, beating Mississippi State 38-19. Tomorrow, we'll likely find out what Lane Kiffin is going to do. Will he stay at Ole Miss? Will he take a possible job offer at LSU? Number 2 Indiana blasted Purdue today, 56-3, the final score. Tomorrow in college football action, the 2 games Sun Devil fans will be keeping an eye on. Kickoff in the morning. 5th-ranked Texas Tech is at West Virginia. 11th-ranked BYU hosts UCF. Of course, those games from an ASU perspective will be meaningless if the Sun Devils are unable to rally and win this game tonight. They trail 13-7 heading into the fourth quarter. And that's our Chaz Roberts Top 25 Scoreboard, ChazRoberts.com, for Arizona's leader in heating, plumbing, cooling, and caring.
I mean, I'm looking at the metrics here, the stats, and I just scratched my head thinking, how is ASU in this game? Sun Devils 2 of 9 on third down conversions. Wildcats 8 out of 16. Sun Devils have held the Wildcats to only 29 yards rushing. They forced them to pass, and the Wildcats have been very efficient in the pass game.
2nd down and 12 from the 40 as Jeff Sims throws, and that pass is thrown behind Malik McClain. It's tipped and incomplete, and almost a diving interception for Arizona by linebacker Jabari Mann. But it's incomplete and sets up a 3rd and 12. And boy, there have been several passes tonight where it looks like Sims has just been off target, throwing it slightly behind the receiver.
Yeah, he was late in that. That was a zone defense, a slant route to the right side, so you got to be in front of the linebacker, in between the linebacker and the corner on that side. He was late in that window.
So on 3rd and 12, Sims back to throw, fires downfield. The ball's tipped into the air, incomplete. Intended for Malik McClain. Genesis Smith, one of those defending for Arizona. And the Sun Devils will have to punt it away 12 seconds into the fourth quarter.
ASU has run a fake punt. We saw one at Colorado. I don't think you get one here on 4th and 12. I think you drive it deep and try to keep this thing a one-score game. Hopefully your offense will get something going. But again, the defense has to take the mantle or take the pitchfork and fight.
Once again, is Canyon Floyd. Not a great kick off the side of his foot. Oh, my goodness.
I mean, how does that happen?
A horrible punt. And let's see where they will mark it out of bounds.
The 40-yard line.
40-yard line, a 20-yard punt. The defense has been splendid tonight for ASU. The offense and special teams, anything but.
Looks like there's 3 teams on the field, right?
Yeah.
You get Wildcats, defense, and then the rest of the guys are just not stepping up.
So Arizona once again gifted with great field position.
Pick six.
That's probably what it's going to take, right? The way the offense is failing to perform here.
Sun Devils have had trouble getting home, though. Fafita's getting time to throw.
Here's a handoff to Ismail, and Ismail gets it up to around the 49-yard line. Ismail Mahdi with a 9-yard gain. He looked really fresh on that run as they've rotated their 3 backs, Mahdi, Ricino, and Craig, all evening long. A gain of 9, 2nd down and 1. Tight end Barmore goes in motion. Off the play fake, Fafita rolls, throws, has his man. At the 40-yard line, it's Watley, and Watley has a 1st down to the 35-yard line of Arizona State. A 16-yard gain on the play.
Yeah, nice play that time. They faked the ball up the middle. Gets a pistol set, running back's right behind the quarterback. They fake it, rolls to the right, finds a curl route.
1st and 10 from the 35 of Arizona State. Fafita, an option pitch to Mahdi, and Mahdi spins away from one tackler and gets close to a 1st down before he is finally brought down by Kyan McDonald. The gain down to the 26-yard line, a 9-yard pickup.
Little speed option. Quarterback kept it, found the end committed to the quarterback. He pitched the ball.
The give to Mahdi here. He's got a 1st down and more. Spins off tacklers and is finally bumped out of bounds by McDonald at the 12-yard line. A 14-yard pickup for Ismail Mahdi. And for the first time tonight, Arizona able to get their ground game cranking.
Miles Rouser gets a hit on Mahdi, but he doesn't wrap him up. And Mahdi spins out to the right side, keeps going for extra yards.
On 1st down, the fly sweep as Watley carries, and Watley breaks a tackle. Keith Abney couldn't get him down, but Watley only able to get down to the 11-yard line and pick up 1. And that Sun Devil defense has to be exhausted by now.
Montana Warren come out and knocked him, got a helmet on him. I think you're right. I'm just watching guys get up, and they're just gassed right now.
they're missing tackles that they wouldn't ordinarily miss, and Arizona has not come anywhere near to running the ball as effectively this game as they have on this drive.
Tim, they've run 71 offensive plays for the Wildcats, 41 for ASU, and
Justin Watley
they're going to look at Watley, but tell you what, if I'm ASU, I kind of start giving the cut signal every now and then, where guys, pull the Real Madrid soccer injury, roll around the ground for a while, and then miraculously get up after about 30 seconds.
Boy, they could ill afford to lose Justin Watley. He has been sensational this season.
You know who's been amazing this year? Keyshawn Elliott and Crooks, the number 1 and 2 tacklers for ASU.
Oh, they've been terrific.
Have played in every game. They've led the team. I mean, they have just been phenomenal.
2nd and 9 from the 11 for Arizona. They lead at 13-7 early in the fourth quarter. The tight end Barmore goes in motion. Fafita drops back, throws for the end zone, incomplete. He was trying to get it to Watley, but the Devils brought a blitz that time and had a lot of pressure in Fafita's face, and he just lofted it out of the end zone.
They brought Crooks and Elliott through the A-gap and then brought Rouser behind him. So they put 3 over, and then you have a nose tackle in there too, right? So they put 4 over 3, got home on that pressure.
And keep in mind that this is a defense that only blitzes on an average about 17% of the time this year. Desperate times call for desperate measures, right?
Well, 24% inside the red zone, and they dialed it up perfectly there.
3rd and 9 from the 11. Again, Fafita wants to pass. Throwing for the far corner of the end zone. Incomplete. He had his tight end, Cameron Barmore, wide open on a post corner route on the far side of the end zone, but Fafita misfired on the pass. And so once again, Arizona will have to settle for a field goal attempt, but a conversion here would make it a 2-possession game with 12:09 to go. Salgado Medina, 2 for 5 tonight. He's made 2, missed 2, and had 1 blocked.
Let's watch that replay. McDonald is in there for the injured Boogie Wilson, and he just had a mental breakdown. That was a wide open post corner route by the tight end.
This is a chippy attempt from 29 yards as the kick is on its way and good. And so now the Devils have to score twice in order to get a win in this Territorial Cup game. They trail 16-7 with 12:05 left to go in regulation as we take a timeout on the Mountain America Credit Union Sun Devil Radio Network.
It takes hard work to be the best in the game. Planning, commitment, resilience, sweat. That's why Old Dominion Freight Line, the #1 national LTL carrier for quality, works hard to be the best in the game and is proud to support those striving to be the best in theirs. Old Dominion Freight Line, official freight carrier of Sun Devil Athletics, helping the world keep promises.
If you don't have gas in your home, but something doesn't smell good.
Ew, what's that smell?
If it smells like rotten eggs, there could be a leak in your neighborhood.
Now what do I do?
If you suspect a leak, move fast, call 911 and Southwest Gas.
From a safe location.
But I don't have natural gas in my home.
Gas lines are buried all around, so even if you don't have gas.
I know, call 911 and Southwest Gas.
Here's the tale of the daily med fill. Same old pharmacy, same old bill, but those prices kept rising higher still.
Till the savings wrangler rode in, cool as can be. Tap Good RX, saving massively.
No plan? Don't matter none. Up to 80% off. Deals are done.
Discounts hitting harder than Ma's chili. Dang. That one little app does all the rest.
Save time and money on prescriptions.
Check Good RX. Good RX is not insurance.
Sun Devil Football, ESPN 620 AM.
Well, the Sun Devils have encountered their share of adversity off and on throughout the season, and in this final game of the regular season, they've got adversity here in the fourth quarter. They are staring at a 9-point deficit against their arch rivals. ASU led this game 7-3 at halftime, but Arizona has outscored the Devils 13-0 here in the second half. The Wildcats have outgained ASU 306 yards to 149. time of possession better than doubled. Arizona with over 32 minutes, Arizona State 15 and a half. And the Devils just have not been able to move the football in the second half. And for good measure, ASU has turned the ball over 3 times. And the U of A has 10 of its 16 points as a result of Sun Devil turnovers.
It's right now at this point of the game. ASU doesn't score, it's could get really ugly.
That defense is just pooped as Ian Wagner kicks it, and Hamilton makes a fair catch about a yard deep in the end zone. And so ASU will take over at its 25-yard line. Jeff Sims tonight just 7 of 18 passing, 58 yards, 2 interceptions. Also has lost a fumble. Rayleigh Brown has been about the extent of their offense. He has 12 carries for 60 yards, but 28 of his 60 yards came on one play in the first half.
Well, you got to give Danny Gonzalez defensive credit. I mean, they've really taken away the running game and forced Jeff Sims to have to throw the ball, and Jeff Sims been unable to do it.
And, of course, Jordan Tyson left the game with an injury early in the game as Sims tries to run here to his right, and he gets gang tackled. And among the defenders in on the stop is Julian Savanaya, 280-pound defensive lineman. And that play will lose about a half yard.
+1 run, meaning Shimon Mateer's in on that right side. They're trying to use Rayleigh Brown as a blocker, but they lose control of the right defensive end on the backside. The Sun Devils did not cut off the backside end. Jalen Clem was in there tackling. He got cross-faced by the right end, who came down the line of scrimmage and made the play.
So it's 2nd down and 10. Sims again looking to throw, delivers far side of the field. That ball is caught, and it's close to a first down, as the catch was made by Jalen Moss for his first reception of the night, and it is a first down, a 10-yard pickup to the 35 of ASU.
You know, I got a chance to see Jalen Moss in warm-ups, and he is big. He's thick, strong, good-looking physical player.
One-time star at Fresno State. 1st and 10 from the 35. 2 receivers to either side of the formation. Sims throwing the slant, and that ball is caught by Eusebio, and he's got a first down out to the 46-yard line. An 11-yard gain on the play for Derek Eusebio, and that is his 2nd reception of the game. Had the big 68-yard touchdown reception last week at Colorado.
That was a nice play by Rayleigh. He came up, picked up the blitzer, gave Jeff Sims time to find Eusebio.
1st and 10 from the Arizona State 46-yard line. Shimon Mateer in motion. They give the ball to Rayleigh Brown, and Brown moves the pile forward and picks up 4 tough yards up the middle, as among the tacklers, linebacker Riley Wilson. And now Rayleigh heading out of the lineup. And looks like Cameron Harpole goes in. The Devils on several occasions tonight have lined up Harpole in the backfield. And a couple of those occasions it was Harpole blocking for a run by Jeff Sims. Let's see what they have up their sleeve here on 2nd and 7. The ball just shy of midfield. Sims will throw. A pump fake. Looks one way. Can't find anybody open. Still just has to throw it to the near sideline. Incomplete. As
I don't know if did that ball cross the line of scrimmage?
I don't know that it did. Linebacker Riley Wilson was pressuring Sims. Brent Brennan, Arizona's coach, is calling for intentional grounding, but no penalty flags down. And it will be 3rd and 7. I really don't think that got across the line of scrimmage.
That was just good zone coverage by the Wildcats. There's really nowhere for Jeff Sims to throw that ball.
Sun Devils are going to have to catch lightning in a bottle with a big shot play at some point back in this game. They swing the pass here to Rayleigh Brown out in space, and Brown fights forward, and Rayleigh Brown has a first down as he is inside of Arizona territory down to the 41-yard line, a 10-yard reception and pickup on 3rd and 7.
Yeah, if you're looking for lightning in a bottle, that's a pretty good place to go. He's definitely a conductor right there.
That's well put. I like that.
He does a nice job. Swing route, first down.
Compressed formation this time for ASU on 1st and 10. As Sims, a short drop. rolls right, throws quickly to the near sideline, out of bounds. As it was Malik McLean on the receiving end, but he caught it, looked like out of bounds.
You know, for the most part, the offensive line has done a pretty good job in pass protection. I thought on that last play that rather than floating to the right, if Jeff Sims would have climbed up in the pocket, stepped up, he had a fairly decent pocket to throw from. Atkins is in at left tackle now.
3 receivers to the left side. 2nd and 10 from the U of A 41-yard line. Sims now runs right, wants to set up and throw, now scrambles back to his left, throws downfield, has a man, and the pass is caught down at the 15-yard line. And the reception is made by Malik McLean, and he is out of bounds. They'll mark him out at the 16-yard line. A 25-yard pickup.
That's an interesting play. They show a quarterback run to the right, stops, comes back to the left side. You have a deep out route by McLean, and you know, Jeff did a nice job with that ball. He didn't throw a line drive as he's running to his left. Nice, soft, arcing ball that McLean was able to track down and catch for the first down.
This drive has reached the U of A 16-yard line. Just under 8.5 minutes left to go. 16-7 Arizona. A design run for Sims, this time heading left, but it'll be a short gain. As the ball is out, Arizona says they have it. And the officials
a fumble recovered by the defense.
Say they have it as well. Genesis Smith comes up with the football. The 4th turnover of the night by ASU. 2 interceptions and 2 fumbles by Jeff Sims.
Yeah, and Jeff Sims' body language right now does not look good. He sprints off the field, slams his helmet, and sits down. Sims has a design keeper to the left side, and
it looked like
punched out by the safety. Dalton Johnson just reaches his right hand in and punches it away. I mean, that's horrible ball security on a quarterback keep by Jeff Sims.
Timeout with our score 16-7 Arizona here on the Sun Devil Radio Network.
I was supposed to be having fun, but something felt off.
It wasn't just stress. My thoughts were racing. I couldn't focus.
Turns out it was first episode psychosis, FEP.
Even devils need a timeout. A mental reset, that's part of the game.
FEP is treatable.
And asking for help, that's real strength. Feel it.
Name it.
Face it.
Don't bench your mental health.
There's power in speaking up.
Go to learnmorefep.org.
This season, crack open the taste of Tempe with Huss Brewing, the official craft beer of Sun Devil Athletics. Whether you're tailgating or in the stands, nothing hits like a cold Devil's Halo Lager or Huss IPA. Find them on draft or grab a can throughout Mountain America Stadium, or stop by and see us in the new Huss hideout on level 3 of the Upper East Side. Best of all, every sip supports a Sun Devil student athlete. Great beer for a great cause. 21 or older, please drink responsibly. Huss Brewing Company, Tempe brewed, Sun Devil proud.
Everyone needs a checking account, so get the one with built-in benefits to complement your unique lifestyle. Mountain America's My Style Checking has perks no one can pass up. You'll enjoy sizzling restaurant deals, peace of mind mobile phone protection, timely telehealth access, built-in identity protection, and clutch loan rate discounts. Make My Style your lifestyle at Mountain America Credit Union. Visit macu.com/mystyle. Insured by NCAA. Membership required based on eligibility. Some benefits require no cost registration or activation. Terms, conditions, and exclusions apply.
Sun Devil Football, ESPN 620 AM.
Well, he's a great young man who's had himself a heck of a month leading his team to 3 straight wins, but it's unfortunate that the old ghosts have come back to haunt Jeff Sims tonight. Throughout his career at Georgia Tech, Nebraska, and even at Arizona State, he has been nagged by a propensity to turn the ball over. And tonight, 4 turnovers for Jeff Sims, 2 interceptions, 2 fumbles. ASU was on the move in the red zone with a touchdown that could have brought him back to within 2. And Sims just has the ball punched out of his grasp by Dalton Johnson, the Arizona safety, on a design run to the left side. And Genesis Smith recovered the loose ball, and Arizona takes over at its 13-yard line. 4 turnovers tonight for ASU. They've only taken the ball away once.
Dalton Johnson is 5'11", 198-pound safety. Jeff Sims is 6'4", 220. Dalton Johnson just punches it. I mean, I have no idea how Sims loses the ball. He knows he's going to get hit. He's got it cradled. I mean, that's just, come on, squeeze that thing. You got to protect the egg.
Arizona takes over at its 13-yard line on first down. Ismail Mahdi gets the carry, and he gets the ball out to around the 18, a gain of close to 5 yards on the play. Jordan Crook, one of those in on the tackle for the Sun Devils.
My granddaughter lives in Germany. She's 3, and they were trying to explain the game of football to her. And they said, well, somebody has the egg, and they got to keep the egg. And they got to take the egg to the other end of the field. I'm like, that's really good. I'm going to use that on the radio. Holland, protect the egg. Jeff Sims has not protected the egg.
No,
4 turnovers.
He has not. Second down and 5. Again, they hand the ball to Mahdi, and Mahdi gets stopped after a very short gain. That came close to being a face mask, but Jordan Crook alongside of Keyshawn Elliott. The Devils, 2 Warriors at linebacker. Their 2 leading tacklers. Keyshawn Elliott, 6th in the Big 12 in tackles coming into tonight. Jordan Crook tied for 9th. Quincy Craig will replace Mahdi at running back on his 3rd down and 3 for Arizona at their 20-yard line. The Devils really need to stop here, or else at the very least U of A will take more time off the clock. 3rd and 3, Devils show blitz. They're coming after Fafita. He lofts a pass along the far sideline, incomplete, but a penalty marker's down. Javen Robinson is going to be called for pass interference on Chris Hudson.
Good job by Hudson at creating contact and maybe making something that wasn't there. Sun Devils came with a blitz, got great pressure
Pass
on
interference.
Fafita.
Number 12, defense. 15-yard penalty. Automatic first down.
Blazin Lona Wong was the one who was bringing the heat on Fafita right up the middle. But Fafita very calmly stood in there and lofted that pass. And Robinson clearly interfered with him.
A lot of hand checking after about 5 yards.
So Arizona now with a first down at their 35-yard line. 6:48 left to play. They lead 16-7. Handoff on first down to Kendrick Risino, and the Arizona Wildcats trying to do their version of the tush push and move the pile forward, and they don't blow forward progress dead until the ball is out at the 42 after a 7-yard gain.
ASU had 2 or 3 of those same plays. They blew forward progress dead.
And that one, they just let it go until finally the whistle blew at the 42-yard line.
Should have been a 2-yard gain. Ended up being a 6-yard gain. A lot of players way too high, just hanging on. They're just tired. They're just worn out.
This defense has been on the field way too long. 34 minutes of possession time tonight for Arizona.
Here comes the blitz.
Fafita drops back, fires to the far side of the field. That pass is caught by Wysong. And Luke Wysong is out of bounds with a first down at the 49 of ASU.
Boy, I'll tell you, that was a great throw by Fafita because I thought Kendrick Breedlove was going to undercut it. It was an out route. 2 or 3 receivers to the right. They run an out route. Breedlove goes for the deflection, just barely misses it. Nice throw by Noah Fafita.
And now a slow sub for the Sun Devils. Clayton Smith comes out of the lineup after Prince Dorba went in. 1st and 10 at the 49 with under 5.5 to play.
Watley's out, so you're going to have to go with Kingaika and fight. They're going to have to make it go along with Lona Wong in the interior too.
Fafita hands the ball off to Risino, and Kendrick Risino gets only a couple before he is dragged down around the 47-yard line. Among the tacklers for ASU, Jordan Crook. Time coming off the clock, and unless a miracle happens, the Territorial Cup is going to head down to Tucson for the 3rd time in 4 years. 2nd down and 8. We're under 5 to play, under 4:50. Clock ticking away. Arizona 16, Arizona State 7. Fafita claps, gets the ball, gives it off to Mahdi, and Ismail Mahdi, another short gain to the 45. That's a pickup of about 2 or 3. And it will set up a 3rd down and 6. But Arizona No matter what happens, they're just chewing time off the clock. And the Sun Devils need 2 scores. And they just haven't shown any inclination of offense to get it. They only have 211 total yards tonight.
I mean, Arizona's averaging 34 points a game. The Sun Devils have them at 16 points.
And are trailing. 3rd down and 6. Fafita fires to the far side of the field, and that ball is caught on the far sideline, and that is Chris Hudson again at the 36-yard line. A 9-yard reception and an Arizona first down.
Hudson one-on-one. You're asking a lot for Javon Robinson. Press coverage, decent coverage, but the ball positioning by Fafita was perfect. It was a comeback route on the outside into the boundary. Ball was low and away so that Hudson could come back and make the catch.
Hudson, 7 receptions tonight, 95 yards. He's been targeted 11 times. 1st and 10. They give it to Ismail Mahdi, and he's wrapped up for a loss of yardage with Keyshawn Elliott leading the surge for ASU. And now with 3:14 remaining, Kenny Dillingham will use his first timeout.
Their first of the half.
We'll take the timeout with them. 3:14 left to go in this Territorial Cup game. It's Arizona 16 and the Sun Devils 7 as we take a timeout on the Mountain America Credit Union Sun Devil Radio Network.
Clock operator, please.
Check it out. At Gila River Resorts and Casinos, no one does it better. So, make a splash. Taste all the flavors. Pop in bottles all night long. And shake it till you break it. However you do you. No one lets you take it to a legendary status like we do. Gila River Resorts and Casinos. You do you.
Business owners with fleet vehicles need a tax write-off before 2025 ends? The Section 179 accelerated depreciation deduction allows you to write off the full purchase price of qualifying vehicles, over $1 million in 2025. And there's never been a better time. The Commercial Truck Super Sale is live at Tim Hovik Santan Ford. Every Super Duty, Transit, Chassis Cab, and Specialty Upfit is priced to move now. Upgrade your business. Cut your tax bill. Only at Tim Hovik Santan Ford. Restrictions may apply. See dealer for details.
ASU Sun Devils choose Smile Medical Imaging to take the very best care of our student athletes. To stay in the game and deliver your best, it really does matter what you choose. Make the right choice, then let your game speak for itself. Sun Devils choose to be champions on and off the football field. We choose to be leaders that serve our communities. We choose bright futures. We choose excellence. From X-rays to MRIs, learn more at esmil.com. Go where the Sun Devils go. Choose Smile Medical Imaging.
Sun Devil Football, ESPN 620 AM.
3 minutes, 16 seconds left to go in this football game. Arizona has dominated the game. They lead 16-7. The Sun Devil defense has been valiant tonight. As Jeff Van Raphorst mentioned a moment ago, an Arizona offense that is averaging nearly 34 points a game on the year, 3rd best in the Big 12, has been held to 16 tonight. Trouble is, the Sun Devil offense has been anemic and has been ground into submission based on self-inflicted wounds. ASU, 4 turnovers tonight. 2 interceptions thrown by Jeff Sims, 2 fumbles by Jeff Sims. And those 4 turnovers have resulted in 10 of Arizona's 16 points.
Yeah, I'm blaming Sean Crespin because in pregame on the numbers segment, he brought up how ASU was so good on turnovers. He jinxed us, absolutely did the radio jinx. And I'll tell you what.
Well, the U of A has been good on turnovers all year. They came into this game 5th in the nation with a plus 12. That is now a plus 15 turnover ratio.
That's just a crazy number.
You're going to win a lot of football games if you're doing that, because turnovers are just week in, week out, game in, game out, whether it's pro or college or high school, a determining factor in the outcome of a football game. Arizona with a 2nd down and 11 at the ASU 37-yard line. as Noah Fafita on a quarterback draw runs downfield and is close to a first down. He is finally dragged down at the 27-yard line, a yard short of the first down. The tackle made by Kyan McDonald.
Their second of the half. It will be 30 seconds.
Sun Devils will burn their second timeout, stopping the clock with 3:10 remaining in regulation. And the U of A a yard away from a first down that would pretty much salt this game away for them. And interesting career arc for Noah Fafita. His 2 games here at Mountain America Stadium looks like will have happy outcomes. 2 years ago, he set the Territorial Cup game record with 527 passing yards against that depleted ASU team in 2023, and that resulted in a 59-23 Arizona victory. Fafita not so as good last year in the game that ASU won in Tucson, 49-7.
Yeah, I thought last year, he just, he really turned the season around, played really well this year, and I got him down as a redshirt junior. Tim, you see what he did at Houston? He was 24 of 26 for the 3rd best quarterback road game in the last 30 years in the Big 12.
Ismail Mahdi is in at running back on 3rd and 1 from the Devils' 27-yard line. Fafita will throw on 3rd down. Hit as he throws. The pass to the near side of the field, incomplete. Keyshawn Elliott was coming on the blitz and crashed into Fafita just as Fafita unloaded that pass. Boy, as we've said, the Sun Devils have been pressuring Fafita all night long, but he has just had a knack of getting the passes off in the nick of time.
Yeah, that's what experienced quarterbacks do, right? They don't hold the ball. He's thrown a bunch away. He's done a nice job. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. The Sun Devils have managed just 1 sack. Wildcats do not have a sack.
Arizona.
Timeout. Arizona, their first of the half. It will be 30 seconds.
Arizona converting its only 4th down attempt earlier in the game. They're going to go for it here on 4th and 1, and that would put the dagger in if they convert. Even if they don't, the Sun Devils need 2 scores. They've only got 3 minutes and 5 seconds left. They have 1 timeout remaining, and the offense has just been unable to move the football until their last possession, when they moved it downfield and got deep into Wildcat territory before Jeff Sims coughed up his second fumble of the game.
Yeah, it's just interesting how he turns the ball over. Remember that turnover at Colorado? He was running, and it looked like he was trying to take it from his lower torso to throw it, lost control of it. And it's not like he's not a big guy. He's a big guy. He's got, big hands, 220 pounds, 6'4". Perplexing.
So it's 4th down and 1. Arizona will line up 3 receivers to the left side. Craig motions out of the backfield. He's the running back. Fafita gets the snap. He'll throw on 4th down. The pass caught by Craig out of the backfield. He's got a first down and more, and Craig will take it all the way down to the 5-yard line before he's pushed down by Kendrick Breedlove. And it will be 1st and goal for the U of A. On 4th and 1, they throw a little screen to running back Quincy Craig along the near side, and Craig takes it 24 yards.
Yeah, I really liked what they did. They brought the tight end back into the formation, had the receiver come out. They created a little modified rub route, brought the back out of the backfield to the left, just flooded the zone on 4th down. 4th and 1, the defense kind of has to sell out a little bit and try to stop the run. They trust their quarterback to hit the out route, and he does.
The gain is all the way down to the 3-yard line, so it's 1st and goal. And now Fafita calls another timeout.
Timeout. Arizona, their second of the half. It will be 30 seconds.
Kind of quiet here, Sun Devil.
A lot of
Frank Cushfield, Mountain America Stadium,
a lot of the Sun Devil fans have already left the building or are in the process of leaving the building. After winning 10 games 2 years ago and falling to 4-8 last year, Arizona is going to rebound, barring a miracle here, with a 9-3 season this year, 6-3 in the Big 12. Arizona State will likely end the regular season 8-4. They too will be 6-3 in the Big 12. And both these teams will await their postseason bowl game destinations in a week or so. But a disappointing end to the regular season for the Sun Devils. This will only be their second home field loss in the last 2 years. Fafita will line up under center on first down, hands the ball to Risano, and Risano is dropped in his tracks by Montana Warren, who's had himself a heck of a game tonight at the safety spot. The no gain. He's dropped at the line of scrimmage, the 3-yard line.
Timeout.
The leading tackler for ASU, Jordan Brooks, with 11 tackles. McDonald, who came in for Boogie Wilson's, got 9 tackles. Keyshawn Elliott, 8 tackles. I mean, what you would expect, right? Your 2 inside backers, your top tacklers, or 2 and 3.
Montana Warren's got 6 tackles, 4 of them solos, including a tackle for loss.
But the challenge is the guys have a lot of tackles because the Wildcats have run 85 plays to the Sun Devils' 50 plays. And time of possession is just a whole nother world. 38 minutes for the Wildcats, 19 for the Sun Devils. And what's perplexing, Tim, is just the Wildcats only have 89 yards rushing. So they have kept time of possession with a controlled, methodical passing game. And kudos to Noah Fafita for just really working that offense. I mean, a really nice scheme as far as their passing game. Their wide receivers getting open. He's throwing strikes constantly.
Fafita is 28 of 45 for 286 yards and a touchdown. Second and goal at the 3 with 2:17 left in regulation. Fafita under center. Hands to Craig, and Quincy Craig driving for that goal line, and he is stopped short, it appears. Arizona players are signaling touchdown, but the 2 linesmen have the play short of the goal line, inside the 1, as we hit the 2-minute timeout here.
This is the 2-minute timeout.
2 minutes left to go in the regular season, and Arizona well on its way to taking the Territorial Cup back down to Tucson. They lead the Sun Devils 16-7 at the 2-minute timeout as we take a break here. You're listening to ASU Football on the Mountain America Credit Union Sun Devil Radio Network.
All right. It's a beautiful day for football here at the stadium, and we're just about ready for kickoff. Score 0-0. And suddenly, I'm in the mood for a Coke Zero Sugar. Real Coke taste, zero sugar. Now that's a winning combo. Yeah, crisp, refreshing. That hits the spot. When it comes to great taste, Coke Zero Sugar's always on the scoreboard. Coke Zero Sugar. Real Coke taste, zero sugar.
Check it out. At Gila River Resorts and Casinos, no one does it better. So, make a splash. Taste all the flavors. Pop in bottles all night long. And shake it till you break it. However you do you. No one lets you take it to a legendary status like we do. Gila River Resorts and Casinos. You do you.
Tailgates in Tempe just got cooler. Topo Chico Hard Seltzer is the official hard seltzer of Sun Devil Athletics. Whether you're repping the maroon and gold or just here for the vibes, crack open that crisp, bold flavor that hits different in the desert. Crisp, refreshing, always game day ready. So before you hit the lot, swing by your local store and grab a pack of Topo Chico Hard Seltzer. Forks up, Devils. 2025 Topo Chico Hard Seltzer. 21 plus only. Celebrate responsibly.
And again, the Devils line up tight end Cameron Harpole in the backfield with Jeff Sims.
They got 2 tight ends. Mateer's on the line to the left.
Sims with a direct run. He's got the first down. He's off to the races, and Jeff Sims will take it in for an Arizona State touchdown. A 27-yard run by Sims on 3rd and 4, and the Sun Devils are first on the board in this 99th renewal of the Territorial Cup rivalry. And that was our Old Dominion Best in the Game highlight. Old Dominion Freight Line works hard to be the best in the game, is proud to support those striving to be the best in theirs. That run by Jeff Sims, as it turns out, the only touchdown of the night, the only score of the night for ASU. As with 2 minutes to go, the Sun Devils are trailing 16-7, and Arizona is knocking on the door to add a exclamation point touchdown. They have the ball inside the 1 yard line, 3rd down and goal. Noah Fafita lines up under center. Fafita hands the ball off to Risano, and Kedrick Risano, did he get in there? Yes, he did. Touchdown, Arizona. Just barely got the ball past the goal line, and Risano puts the exclamation point on this Territorial Cup victory for the Arizona Wildcats. For Risano, it is his 9th rushing touchdown of the year, his 4th. In the last 2 games, he had 3 of them in Arizona's 42-17 home win over Baylor last week. So Arizona is going to do this year what Arizona State did last year. Go have a November to remember. They will end up 5-0 in the month of November. The extra point attempt is up and good. It is a 23-7 ball game. This will be the Sun Devils' first November loss in 2 years since their Territorial Cup loss here to Arizona 2 years ago. The Devils were 5-0 in November a year ago en route to the Big 12 championship, and they were undefeated 3-0 in this month prior to tonight.
Watching that defense just come off the field, I'm super proud of how they've played, how they've competed, and what they were able to get done.
Number 15 for Arizona State is now wearing 41. Number 15 is now wearing 41.
Even as they got their running game cranked in the 4th quarter, Arizona still will likely not reach 100 yards rushing tonight. It is, as Jeff said, been the controlled passing game of Noah Fafita that has enabled them to compile 378 yards of total offense tonight.
ASU 97 yards rushing on the evening. They average 197, so hats off to Danny Gonzalez and the defensive staff. They've done a masterful job of kind of stymieing this offense.
And the Devils have helped them out big time with 4 turnovers in the game, 2 interceptions, 2 lost fumbles, and the celebrating is going on in that northeast corner of the end zone where the Arizona marching band and their fans have gathered. Because the Sun Devils have sold out every home game this year, there weren't as many U of A fans as in normal years around the rest of the stadium. But the ones that are here are having a good time right now. On first down, Jeff Sims spins away from pressure, rolls to his left, will run and slides down at around the 28-29 yard line after a gain of about 4. And he had a man wide open downfield.
Yeah, I think it was Hamilton was wide open down the left side. Jeff could never really square his shoulders to let it fly, but I'm not sure Jeff saw him either.
2nd down and 7 from the 28. Sims fires over the middle, and that pass is intercepted at the 45-yard line by Dalton Johnson, the reigning Big 12 Player of the Week.
Result of the play is an interception by the defense. First down, Arizona.
A nightmarish night for Jeff Sims in what likely will be his final collegiate game. You just feel for the young man, but he has just had a night he will want to forget.
Shimon Mateer's running an in route, 2 receivers, wide receiver to tight end on the left side. Mateer runs the in route. Ball thrown out in front of him. The half-field safety is Johnson. He makes a play on it, gets his hands underneath it, and make it a full fistful of turnovers.
So with 1:24 left to go, Arizona can simply take a knee. The Sun Devils are out of timeouts, but who knows what they'll do here.
The ruling of an interception is under further review.
Wildcats lined up in a victory formation, and
I guess they're going to look and see if Johnson did indeed catch that ball before it hit the turf. It looked as though he did. That's 3 interceptions tonight for the Arizona defense. That gives them 19 interceptions this season. And if you're looking to pinpoint any one or two things why they've gone from 4-8 last year to 9-3 this year. I think the biggest factor is the dramatic improvement that Danny Gonzalez has orchestrated in their defense, particularly their ability to turn the ball over and take it away from their opponents. And then it's having Noah Fafita return to a level that he played 2 years ago, and doing so without his favorite receiver from high school and first couple of years in college, Teteroa McMillan, who's now playing on Sundays and playing at a high level for the NFL's Carolina Panthers.
Yeah, Hudson looks pretty good, though. Hudson tonight, 7 catches, 95 yards, and been targeted 11 times. The wide receivers for the Wildcats have made the plays when the ball's thrown to them. I don't know if I can say that for the wide receiver group of ASU. That they don't attack the ball in the air, and they don't seem to create that separation, and as a result, we're staring at a field that's got about 3,000 people left.
The ruling in the field of an interception is upheld. First down, Arizona.
So is that 9 turnovers in 2 games?
That's exactly what it is. 4 last week, 5 this week. The difference is last year you were playing last week you played an inferior opponent and were able to overcome with the strength of your defense, which just bailed you out time and time again. Colorado managing only 3 points on 4 takeaways. But you're playing a much better opponent tonight in Arizona, and they've been able to turn those 5 Sun Devil turnovers into 17 points. As Fafita will indeed take a knee, and he'll probably just have to do so one more time, and then the Wildcats will grab that Territorial Cup away from the Sun Devils and take it on back to Tucson. And the Devils will have to regroup from this huge disappointment and get ready. They'll probably get a week off and then get ready for their bowl game assignment coming up likely sometime in the month of December. Arizona State has been mentioned as a possibility to go to the Holiday Bowl. Not sure if that would still be in play now with the loss. The Holiday Bowl is actually the day after New Year's this year. As Fafita again takes the snap, takes a knee, and that'll do it. And the Territorial Cup returns to Tucson and goes to Tucson for the 3rd time in 4 years as Arizona wins it by the final score of 23-7 as they finish their regular season with a 9-3 record, 6-3 in the Big 12. And the Sun Devils will finish at 8-4. They too will end up 6-3 in the Big 12. And so far, you like what you've seen. Post game, it looks like the players who know each other on each side exchanging handshakes and hugs, and nothing untoward going on. While the Wildcats do hoist the Territorial Cup at midfield with a bevy of photographers around them, and they earned it tonight. They outplayed ASU pretty much start to finish tonight in winning this game by the final of 23-7. We'll take a break and come back in a moment on the Mountain America Credit Union Sun Devil Radio Network.
College football fans, Chris Fowler here with the play call. This